Oh, hello everybody. Wow, I totally already balls that up. Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. I've got to get used to doing these little hellos to you before we properly begin. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to have a pretty fun stream today where we check out the Griffon, and we check out some of the Griffon adventures featuring me, Wooden Potatoes, the legend you may have seen on a Twitch fails compilation from one of these like spawn channels. That just go around grabbing whatever they can in an attempt to get views, and unfortunately it works because that's the universe we live in. But maybe we'll talk about that a bit. I've been actually watching quite a lot of Twitch today. Mostly Tomb Raider stuff again though, so nothing really relevant to Guild Wars 2 players and stuff. Anyway, so lots to talk about. Should be very fun. Hoping for some big zergs today. And I'll probably do it on EU. We've done a few NA streams, so I'll do EU. During the intro to this stream, I'm going to account swap and do all of that fun stuff. I know we're starting about an hour early. I'm hoping to get off about an hour early. That never happens, but I am hoping to get off about an hour early. So it should be regular length stream. It's just we're starting a little bit sooner. Hopefully some food discussions. Oh man, okay. If you want some food discussions, I got, what was it? I think it's mackerel with, it was like spicy, tomatoey. Oh, it's delicious. The best fish I've ever had. Basically like Jesus of Nazareth today. I've been eating fish and bread and it's been amazing. Jesus of Nazareth. Why is he of Nazareth? What's Nazareth? Am I confusing something? Look, I'll see you guys soon. What are we talking about? No, it's already begun. Oh, we went to the wrong scene for a second there. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We're here. We are... Hold on, let me just take off my shirt because it's bloody hot in here all of a sudden today. I don't know what was going on. It felt like it was autumn and we were winding down, and now today it's extremely hot again. Hello, everyone. I hope we're all doing good. We're going to have a pretty fun stream here today. We are going to be playing with the Griffon. We're going to be doing some fun adventure-based stuff. And there should be plenty to talk about, lots to sort of roll around with. I'm looking forward to just sort of getting in there and playing some raw Path of Fire stuff that I've not done yet. It should mean we get a bit less bogged down with really kind of long-winded, abstract conversations about odd parts of the design. However, I do like this thing where we pull a comment from one of the videos during the week, and we see what we think about it. A discuss section. So we'll do that again. Somebody asked, by the way, in chat, before we get into all that, is this Guild Wars Launch Buddy? No, it's not Launch Buddy. You can use it with Launch Buddy, though. What you want to do is go to YouTube, type Guild Wars 2 Welc, W-E-L-C. The guy's a legend, and he's got a video, which is the mock-up you're looking at there. It's just a video. But you can download Launch Buddy and set your own custom login screen based on a video file, which you can do as Welk's thing, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. So yeah, what up, Bro-tato? I don't think I've ever been called Bro-tato. Maybe once or twice, ever, in like 7 years. Thanks, Fallout Bum. It's good to see. Once again, I've made your stream, and I'm so happy I'm crying, says Philahar with a love heart. Dude! Well, listen, it's funny, because I've been watching a bit more Twitch today, and it does feel good when streamers respond to you, doesn't it? When you send a little message there, even if they're people I don't know at all, if I drop a little message on the stream, I'm always like, yeah, they responded, cool, I was recognized. And then it's like I'm a separate person when I'm just browsing, and then I remember, oh yeah, I also happen to be Wooden Potatoes, and I miss like 80% of all the messages on my chat, and I feel like a total asshole for it. So I'm so sorry. Thank you, HCP. Yes, you can see me in the mirror. iGalaxy. Yeah, look at all these shout-outs. Haralid721, In the Name of Love. Internet Starship with a wavy face there. Ella Cora. Senpai Noticed Me, bites back Velahar. Yeah, the smaller streamers are always nicer when they notice you. I think any streamer, if you get noticed by some huge, like, big willy, you know, enormous guy, and I don't mean just overweight, you know, that's going to be fun. If you get noticed even on a small-time cozy stream, I think that's going to be quite fun. Speaking of which, I saw... So a couple of things happened. First of all, someone sent me a message on YouTube just last night, the night before. It said, hey, WP... It was on the Griffon video. And said, hey, WP, just FYI, I don't know whether you know this, but you're in a Twitch compilation video. And I'm like, what? Nobody asked me for my permission to use my clips or whatever. And so I clicked this video, I saw it, and what I understand to be happening right now is on YouTube, there's all these channels sprouting up, which are Twitch fail compilation videos, because there's the IRL section on Twitch now, right? So crazy weird stuff can happen, and it's like neo celebrity mania. It's really weird. It's almost creepy, actually. I think a lot of what goes on, and sort of the celebrity worship and stuff you see in some of these places. But there's all these channels on YouTube now that just do compilations of supposed failures on Twitch. And we were on one, guys. We were on one, which was really good. So the video itself had like hundreds of thousands of views, but the comments were bagging on it pretty hard and saying, oh, you're just making a quick buck, blah, blah, blah. So I don't think the channel commands any respect. I don't think anyone likes the channel, as far as I can see. That's just my snap judgment based on look at their comments and stuff, which obviously you have to read. If you want to actually understand if a channel's successful or not, you've got to look at the comments, you've got to look at the likes, dislikes. So it's not, I don't think it's really important, because I think it's just like one of these, you know, cash-in things. But we were on it. And in my opinion, it's quite a boring clip. I'm always very critical of myself. I remember years ago, a clip of mine was randomly pulled on a random video and put on the Co-Optional podcast, before it was called that. And it was just like the intro to a jumping puzzle video. It was not good, and everyone on the pod sort of pretended to enjoy it. It wasn't good at all. But there's a couple of people who said that they found me through that. Anyway, I was on this thing. It was the stream where we were doing Heart of Thorns adventures right before POF came out, if you guys remember. And we were doing the one in Tarir, in Auric Basin, and it was like my 5th attempt, and I got to the very top, and I was just about to get gold, and I pressed the wrong button, and we rocketed down. And it was a fail, and it was funny. But it was only funny if A, you play Guild Wars 2, B, you understand adventures, C, you'd watched the stream and had the context of, like, all the time rolling up to it. And they just clipped in, like, this little moment of me falling, and it just looked crap. It didn't look very good at all. I was almost embarrassed that my clip was on there, because I didn't think it was good enough. And I was then, like, nervously reading their comments, like, oh, please, nobody say, oh, that British guy clip was really boring. And there wasn't anything. People were mostly whinging about some pink-haired girl or something, I don't know. So yeah, that was kind of weird. And there was another thing that related to this live stream fail thing. There's a subreddit for live stream fails as well, which I was browsing Reddit all last night. This was definitely last night. And, like, I stumbled onto this thread about these two streamers that met at TwitchCon, and it's all just so weird and just odd to me. I don't know if you guys, like, identify with this stuff, but there's, like, proper fan mania about, like... anyway, I don't want to get into bitching about people and being judgy and stuff, but it's weird. I feel like an old person in a lot of ways at the moment because I just don't understand certain things that are going on. Anyway, yeah, there you go. Two little stories. Iron Workshop 2 says WP equals perfect hangover binging. Thanks, man. Thanks. I like our little corner as well. I like that WP is the only dude so far to say Felaha right. Is that how you say it? You would think I'd get it wrong of everyone. Hello, Heart Garlic. Remember, kids, don't forget Mum Spaghetti. What was the clip and the video link? I'll find it. I'll post it in chat. Hold on, because I can probably do a global search on my YouTube comments for the word Twitch, and one of the more recent instances of someone typing that on the channel will have been this person. Yeah, here you go. Ian Tomlin, 1 day ago, said, hey, WP, you were on a Twitch fail video. I thought I'd share the link. So here's the video for you guys, if you want to pause my stream and watch it. I believe the link I'm giving you is already timestamped to the moment that I'm at as well. It's not very good, but that's the story. No, it wasn't Fallen Masks. It was On Wings of Gold, where we're climbing and climbing. WP, what's that odd creature behind you? It's like you took a centaur but stuck someone else's head on it. Wait, what? Stuck something else's head. You're talking about the horse, and it's very funny. Why am I holding the camera so high? What do you mean? How's it going, Nexotar? It's going good, thanks, man. Oh, now daughter be jealous, you said. Hello. Hello, Slesh5 and Sawless. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to be doing some Gryphon stuff. We'll get in game in just a second. Those who were here right at the start of the stream will know that I'm swapping accounts over to EU right now. So this will be an EU playthrough. We're a little bit earlier in the day. We haven't done an NA one for a while. So for these reasons, I have decided to go EU. I think that this will be really fun, actually, because for a Zerg stream, like, quite often Zergs, while they're better in Guild Wars 2 than they are in most MMOs, they're not very good for streaming because they just mess up the visual space in the game and blah, blah, blah. But because we're going to be doing Gryphon adventures, can you guys imagine a whole Zerg of people doing Gryphon adventures? It's going to look really cool. Somebody just messaged me on Discord, which I was just checking there. So I think it's gonna be really good. So I'm gonna make a squad. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna play the game, and let's see. So then there was another thing I wanted to do. Oh no! Now I've lost the comment. Oh no! But I had a discussion. Come on. No, hold on. We have to scroll down. I had a discussion point for you all. I believe it was something to do with a Gryphon. I don't know, I had a lot of comments of people saying, oh, I would do it, but it's too expensive, and oh, I can't afford, and they're forcing me to play dungeons, and I don't want to play dungeons. But I don't know how meaty of a chat that really is. Is that a very good thing? There was another thing, though. I was browsing for it for so long. Let's see here. Someone wants me to do lore on the Guild Wars 1 dungeons, which I've done many years ago. I think I'm scrolling close to it. Sorry, this is terrible, terrible, terrible streaming right here. Someone was saying my graphics options are terrible because I don't play in full screen. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to do. So it's 2 people. I'll anonymize them. Anonymize them. That's the word. So, comment 1 says this. We're talking about the skins. So, for those that are just watching on Wooden Potatoes 2, all 5 of you out there, hi guys. this week was the week where mount skins became a thing. So I don't mind gems shop skins for the mounts, says person 1. Everyone knew that they were coming. What I do mind is that for the first time in 12 years, the community has been split during one of the 2 major festivals, which were, at least until now, a symbol of joy and equality between players. So, as I read this out, think about what you agree with, what you disagree with. So, let's go that sentence again. What I mind is that for the first time in 12 years, the community has now been split during one of the 2 major festivals, which were, at least until now, a symbol of joy and equality between players. This year, however, ArenaNet decided to add mounts to the Labyrinth and festival achievements, which are specifically hidden behind purchasing Path of Fire. Yes, there is a way to get those 150 awakened kills, but there's no way to participate in a labyrinth race unless you actually own a mount, which essentially cuts off players from being able to finish these achievements. Why not simply add an option to rent a mount for the race? Why not promote mounts in a more positive way, allowing people to actually experience what they are missing and potentially make them buy Path of Fire? I don't complain often, and when I do, it's because I firmly believe in what I'm complaining about. Currently, there is nothing that could convince me that ArenaNet didn't do wrong here, or at least different from their years-long practice to which people got accustomed to. We also have a response from another person who says, I agree with that. Up until Path of Fire, most of free-to-play Guild Wars 2 experience was incredibly inclusive. This form of encouragement, its insistence, really, ArenaNet has brought out with the new Halloween achievements is so contrary to what they've done in the past, which is really disappointing to those of us who have been around since those days. What irks me more is adding mounts to the Labyrinth. It makes participating with farms and the like when you didn't have a mount much less fun, and you get a lot less out of it than those who do. But I think a lot of us predicted that mounts would be more divisive than gliders. So there you go. So I wanted to talk about this a little bit with you guys, because this is a discussion maybe 3 weeks ago, I think, on a stream, someone sort of said this will be a thing. And it hadn't occurred to me. And I think on the stream I said, yeah, this is, you know, and we kind of said, wow, this could be really interesting. I believe the example when it was first raised brought to my attention was the idea of the silver waste. So can we keep up? So what do we think about this? Is this exaggerated hyperbole? Is it completely unjustified, or is there something in that? Let me read your comments here on Twitch. Let's get the live reaction to this intense Guild Wars debate. This is great. Achievement, one of them, you need to do the race under 2 minutes, which you basically need a mount. So what, is there a race in the Labyrinth? I'm going to show how little I've played of Halloween stuff. Is there a race in the Labyrinth? Someone says you can walk around the race, can't you? You can race on foot. Why not just buy Path of Fire and don't whine, says Tipsy Seraph. So RTX says, I like the mount preview idea. Here's a little thing that I'll pick at in this without really taking a side. So the original comment said this. I'll read it again. Why not simply add an option to rent a mount for the race? Why not promote mounts in a positive way, allowing people to actually experience what they're missing and potentially make them buy Path of Fire? I'm not sure that logic holds. They're basically saying, by letting people preview the mounts, you're going to make them buy Path of Fire. And while I agree, don't deny why would I say that, while I agree that there's a chance some slice of the community, based on that preview, will then play the mounts, while I agree with that, there will be a few people. I actually think there's a much greater number of people who are just as enticed, if not more enticed, by this other method that they're going with, which is much more, tight-fisted, but I think it's actually more effective, which is simply to say, you don't even get a preview. You get dick all. You see all your friends playing this mount. You see them getting access to this stuff. You see them getting quicker rewards than you. No, you don't get to rent it. You buy the expansion, and that's it. Because in that world, I think that... I think just when you buy, for a lot of people psychologically, if you buy something, you're more open to enjoying it because you want to enjoy it in that, a part of you at least, right? And that can evaporate very quickly and flip, actually. But, so I think that actually is a stronger incentive for people, is to not even be able to preview it. The preview is seeing your friends on it, and the preview is maybe to a much lesser extent seeing you know, the devs play it and show it off in trailers and the dev streams, and hell, even community. You know, you can tune in and watch an MMO Inks video where he's riding around on a mount, and that can make you think, oh yeah, I want to play that, right? So I actually think that that incentive is already enough, if not more powerful. All that giving people a rent option does is, yes, it will capture some slice of people who may now go the whole way, but also it opens the opportunity of another slice of people that are satisfied with the preview and want no more. And based on that, they will never get Path of Fire because the preview is enough. You know, it gives them an out. It gives them an option. And ArenaNet don't want you to have an option. They want you to advance from being a free-to-play account into a full account. So what do we think about that? Zakintosh said, I hadn't considered not having mounts. Mount preview would be good from Rain Pumpkin. If you care that much about the game and its achievements, then you should just really buy the expansion pack. Oh, please, buy Path of Fire, get over it. Man, Twitch, you guys are mean. I don't think that the mount race is any kind of issue. I mean, I understand where the meanness comes from. Don't get me wrong. I'm trying to be devil's advocate as much as possible in these. More people agreeing with the renting and the thing. I mean, I don't know about that, personally. It's a somewhat valid criticism. The race thing is locked from non-Path of Fire players, although what follows and surrounds is pure fallacy. Do you want to elaborate on that, Cordis? About the mounts in the lab, that's going to be true anywhere in the open world. First point, the lab race is not mandatory. Second point, I mean, I think that's an interesting argument as well. It's not mandatory, that's true. People like to say that they're forced into this or that, and I don't know. I don't know whether achievement points are enough to say you're forced. I think that the only places, I don't know, it used to be so much more simple. It used to be core story. Can you complete the campaign or not? And the answer to that became resounding yes, 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 yes. So then it was like, oh no, I'm forced to do this to access this thing or this thing or this thing. And, you know, people throw all perspective of what they're going for out the window, you know. I did not articulate that well enough, but hopefully some people know what I'm talking about. With these questions of mandatory grind, and oh, do you need to grind in Guild Wars 2, and did you need to grind in Guild Wars 1, and have they gone back on their no grind philosophy? It's always got to be tied to what are you grinding for, and what do we consider essential core gameplay experience? What is actually locked off? If it's just achievement points that are locked off behind grind, or, you know, not having access to a mount because you don't have that product, if it's achievement points locked off, dare we say that our players are being forced? Or is that, you know, too small of a thing? Isn't that the individual's own value judgment and not necessarily descriptive of the entire scene? It's an optional holiday. There seems to be this pervasive idea that people need every convenience in this game. So you say in this game, do you see that in other games? Yeah, there's a race. That's cool, man. I want to play the race. Mr. Gumdrop, the invisible pony is there. Oh my god, seriously? Oh, this is cool. I need to play some Halloween stuff, man. You only got Path of Fire for that achievement, says Marinated Quaggan. Nice little example of the money stripping context fallacy thing. I know not everyone has all the money to spend, but come on, Path of Fire is only $30, just buy it. Is it fair for you, TLMs, to put your own perspective on what is expensive or what is not expensive on this other individual? What if they live in, you know, an impoverished country with a weak currency? Huh? What if $30 to you is like a week's grocery shopping to them? What if, you know, what if they don't have a job and they're playing Guild Wars 2 from an internet cafe in the atrium of a soup kitchen, right? And what if they want those achievement points, man? Come on. I think gates are good for games besides time gates. I agree with you mostly there, but I even think time gates have a use. I don't think any of the books require the race. Tomorrow's stream Halloween stuff confirmed? Yeah, that could be really fun. Speaking of expensive, Guild Wars 1 costs around 45 euros for the whole thing. Yeah, Guild Wars 1's interesting because they've got an edition of it where you can buy each product individually. Then they've got an edition which is the trilogy of campaigns, but not Eye of the North. And then they've got an edition where it's Prophecies and Eye of the North, but not Nightfall and Factions. So it's really weird. They don't have like a big bundle. I have no problem with them still selling Guild Wars 1 for high amounts of money. I don't know whether they'd really get much from putting that on sale, so I say leave it. Honestly, I really do. But they really should have a bundle for everything, I think. If you can afford a computer and internet and electricity, you can afford Path of Fire, says that dad guy. All controversial opinions here. Game developers value feedback from all their players, regardless of whether they are playing for free or paid. How else are they going to improve? So that's interesting as well. I don't know whether I agree with that niceties. I don't know whether all feedback is worthwhile. I don't think all feedback is asked for. I think just because you have feedback, it doesn't mean it's of use. I think that people can exist outside of the demo and important key demographics that devs should be focusing on. I think that a lot of feedback can just be thrown away instantly based purely on who it came from rather than its content. And that's quite an extreme thing I just said there. But I think that when we talk about like efficiently running a company and looking at where to find feedback, yeah, you're going to throw some worthwhile feedback away. But generally speaking, I don't know. I think maybe that is the best practice to go with. Case in point, someone's never, ever, ever, ever played Necromancer, offers some Scourge feedback. Now, they might have something good to say. 1 in 10 of those players might have something really worthwhile. But 9 out of those 10 players won't. So why not just throw them all out and get the right feedback from the right people? It increases your odds of doing things properly, right? And so then if we frame that in this chat now with free-to-play, I don't know, what am I trying to say there? Do we ignore free-to-play players because there's not that many of them? I mean, I don't know. And that takes us into another direction because I don't know whether I believe that. The truth is we don't know, do we? How important are free-to-play players, guys? What do you think? Because last I heard for this game was simply that the number of conversions from free-to-play to full accounts was not as high as they'd anticipated, right? But what does that mean? Does that mean they never had as many free-to-play accounts in the first place as they expected? Or the number of free-to-play accounts that still just quit at level 15 and never went any further is still too high? Like, what is it? Or the number of free-to-play accounts that don't quit but just never feel the need to level it up? Could that explain why Halloween was done this way? I mean, I tend to think a lot of this stuff's absent-minded. I don't think that the devs deliberately and aggressively put mount-based stuff into Halloween just to push people into Path of Fire. I don't think that's true. I think that the place you find the devs most like nickel and dime and do like little psychological practices to get people to spend money is gem store related team, and doesn't go any further than that. So like it is absolutely no coincidence. It is no coincidence that mount skins released about a month after Path of Fire, and when they released, they also did a promotion on the gem store where you can get a free item. Like, you could get Halloween fireworks for free, cost 0 gems, you just clicked it, and you got that. And the fireworks didn't matter anything, but it's a well-known psychological thing that once you make that first, like, interaction with the store, even if it's not a real purchase with a real debit, credit card, whatever in the background, it gets people's foot in the door. And there's no coincidence that they did those two things together. They did the two things together right after an expansion release because they knew that was the absolute maximum profit they could get out of those mounts, because a ton of people would now pick up the skins because they got their foot in the door with the thing, and it's a timed promotion, like it's limited. You know, that these Halloween skins will go away, and you could say, oh, that's just part of the course, but it's also built on quite intelligent, like, you know, money-making psychological practices there. And I think that's where we see it. In terms of, like, the design of the labyrinth and stuff, did the regular run-of-the-mill designers care about that stuff, or do they just want to make a good game for you? I think that they probably just want to make a good game for you. Call me an optimist, call me deluded. But I think, yeah, your average, you know, designer that's just trying to put fun stuff in the game, I don't think he or she is thinking about converting free-to-play accounts into Path of Fire ones. This is the start of the stream. We've not... Yeah, we should go in game, shouldn't we? Let me just take a look at your comments here, guys. Free-to-play players are vital for World vs. World. Really? Why? How many free-to-play players are there even? The fact we don't know maybe says something. Free-to-play was the gateway for many of my friends. Oh, that's cool. It's very important, says Nairi. Shadowcat says their future buy to play Heart of Thorns wasn't large enough draw. POF seems to be making people take yet another look at the game. Vamptis said, I'd like to see it and rent a mount option at least. I mean, obviously, any random run-of-the-mill free-to-play player is going to say, yeah, I want a rent option. You know, they're all going to look out for themselves. They're all going to do what gives them the most value for their money. That's obvious, right? You're not going to find a free-to-play player saying that. But when we go a bit deeper than that, and when we look at the overall health of the game and like what earns the game the most money and stuff, and when we look at it from that perspective, you might start to see that, oh, there's more to talk about. WP, do you think Mad King Finisher is purposefully typed to delete and some dev is messing with us? Absolutely. Now, this is a place where they're definitely being manipulative, and this is case in point right there. They're doing that to tick you off, to make sure that you leave. This is why they're doing it. And some of you will say, no, WP, you're not right. This is exactly why they're doing it, all right? And you need to listen very carefully. They do this so that when you get the item, eventually you can't be bothered to type in the delete, so you leave it, right? And eventually it will stack and stack and stack to 250. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but when you get 250 of an item in Guild Wars 2, no, seriously, when you get 250 of an item, it actually then occupies a new inventory slot, all right? And so now it's taking 2 inventory slots instead of just 1. And what this means, granularly and slowly, but when you extrapolate this data over thousands of accounts, okay, it fills up more inventory slots. And some proportion of those people with, you know, smaller inventories, essentially now, what they do is they buy bigger bags, which cost gold, which some proportion of them will go for gems from their credit card, from their mummy's credit card, or they'll go for entirely new bag slots. It was not a coincidence either that at the release of Halloween, they also gave us 2 new bag slots, which cost, guess what? Gems. So this is all about bag slots. Anytime anything ever happens with your inventory, it's about bag slots. They're doing it deliberately to take your fun away to earn more money, because they hate you and they're in video games to make money. So yeah, it's exactly how it goes. But I'm using Daddy's credit card. Oh, outside the box, my friend. All right, let's play with the goddamn Griffon. Let's play the game. We're not going to duck today. We're just going to have a nice volume level. Who should I play? I'm going to play Liss with the beautiful Fashion Wars 2, which people have been mean about this week, and it makes me feel very sad. This is my Assassin's gear, people. I'm going to show you the best Elementalist open world / story build in the game. It is not a Weaver build. It's a Tempest build. And it's this, babies. All right? It's a Dagger Warhorn Tempest, all right, who runs 50% Assassins, 50% Zerk, is running a Bloodlust Sigil plus a Sigil of Fire, open world goodness. Runes, you can run like Flame Legion runes if you want or something. I actually prefer Scholar. I also like Privateer and Ogre, but in the world with mounts, they're actually annoying because they don't let you mount. So for Path of Fire specifically, we don't do that. And then we run Air. We take this bad boy, Zephyr's Boon. That Fury is sexy with the Assassins. We're not quite 100%, but we're close enough that it's good. Aeromancer's Training to reduce our cooldowns. Fresh Air to dip back in as much as possible. We're going to run Earth because this cheeky little protection right here makes us like ultra sustainy, which is nice. Geomancer's Training, mostly for the reduced cooldown on our Earth, but also, again, for getting back on mounts and things. The reduced Immob, Cripple, and Chill is nice. The Stab is maybe a swap on every now and then. And then finally, Written in Stone, because we're going to run this bad boy, the Signet of Restoration. Combine these two together with this, and all the spamminess that you can use with your abilities is super sustainy. Then down here, we're just going to run an Aura on our attunement. We're going to run Vigor and Regen, because screw the Stab and the 10%. You don't need it. Don't worry about it. And then finally, we're going to heal on our auras. This is super comfortable. Extremely comfortable. For food, you're going to be running... You're going to be running some Sharpening Stones and Dragon's Breath Buns, because this is obviously open world now. This is a fun build, seriously. It's a good build. And you'll face roll anything you want. WP's view of fashion still needs help. Someone refer him to the Herald's Fashion War videos. I did see those, and I'm really happy that someone on the scene has actually managed to make a successful format out of that. I think it's really good. I'm even a little bit jealous. I think it's good. And hats off, really. What about the top Grandmaster in the Tempest line for increased protection and fury uptime? Yeah, you could do that, but the heal you get every time you pop an aura after overloading and on your shocking aura and on your sand squall and when you use these shouts, I prefer. I think overall it's better. But sand squall's okay. Sorry, imbued melodies, I should call it, is okay as well, I guess. But you're already sustaining perma fury and swiftness without like the boon duration and stuff, so I mean, it's open world, so you can do whatever you want, but this is just a good baseline, I would say. Oh, yeah, and then we run the Glyph of Elementals, or the FGS, but with mounts, FGS I don't care so much about, so Glyph of Elementals, for those extra tough fights where you might want to pop it in water or whatever. And yeah, you can generally just face roll everything and kill reasonably quickly on this. Anyway. I'm mad jelly of your theory crafting ability. You should not be mad jelly of this theory crafting ability. But yeah, you can tell me some fashion if you like. I'm actually really good at fashion wars too, and I'll tell you guys another thing that the devs do, and you might not believe this, but I'm not actually bad at fashion wars too. I'm genuinely not bad at fashion wars too. The thing is though, ArenaNet deliberately make it really hard. So like the way that they set the menus up, like you have to go to the wardrobe and then you have to click and then you have to click this, and then it's really hard to imagine how this would look with, say, these shoes. Like, this is ArenaNet doing this deliberately. They're making it difficult, okay? Now, the reason they're making it difficult, and they've got this transmutation charge system, which is, like, really expensive. Now, the reason they're making it difficult is because that encourages people to go to the gem store. And again, I'm smart. I'm good at fashion, right? I got a lot of fashion sense, and the fact I'm not good at it is proof that this is hard and that they deliberately make it hard. Now, the reason they do it all is because they sell these things on the gem store called outfits, and with one quick little tick, you can immediately look like a badass, right? So this is another place where the devs they're not really game designers. I wouldn't say they're not game designers. They're like succubi. They're just trying to get money out of you guys. Honestly, I mean, I would quit. I'm laying it all on the line here. I'm showing you the deeper mechanics of Guild Wars 2. ANET's full unbanned fashion was. So there you go. So all the knowledge bombs. Let's squad up, EU, and let's do some Griffin adventure-y fun times. It's called the Oh, look, the whiskey copy pasta from Marinated Quaggan right there. That's been a while since I've seen that. I need more facets to my multifacetedness. I've actually been thinking a lot this week, guys, about, like, other projects I want to do and things. And I don't know. So the multifaceted thing might end up being true. We will see. I've got some cool, exciting ideas. The only thing that's one thing that's holding me back right now is if I do this idea that I've got in my mind, which I really like and I've thought a lot about. It would kind of kill Elder Scrolls. It would mean that Elder Scrolls doesn't happen, and I don't know whether I should feel terrible. I feel terrible about that. I don't know whether I should, because I know some people have been looking forward to it, but I haven't started it yet, and I don't know. So anyway, I'm just gonna float that out there. I'm having misgivings on the Elder Scrolls idea right now. WP said doo-doo. What's a Scourge? Scourge is an elite specialization. So let's actually get into the stream here. This is a new mount. This is a hidden mount. It's a super cool mount. It's from Path of Fire. It's rocking this cool gem store skin. And so what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to go to the Path of Fire maps, and I'm going to play some new adventures that only unlocked once I got this bad boy maxed out. I don't know where they start or how many there are. What is it, 2 per map? When people say 2 per map, do they mean there's a regular one plus a what am I trying to say? There's a regular adventure. I got distracted by the race. Plus a Griffin one, or are they? Or is there actually 3? There's the regular one and 2 Griffin ones. What is it, guys? 1 expert and 1 master per map. What? What do you mean expert and master? Do they have difficulty tags? Are adventures in Path of Fire tagged with like a difficulty rating? I love how WP reads all my silly retarded comments. Please don't notice me, says Ruffle Cakes. What silly retarded comment did I read of yours before? Whiskey and wisdom with WP. Basically, yeah, I'm not going to be anonymous anymore, and I'm going to emulate Ron Swanson. What do you guys think? Is that cool? I think I can be very good at it. First Heart of Thorns trailers showed Griffon abilities on gliders, by the way, where they were flying to. Oh yeah, do you think this this dive was a glider thing? Do you think they repurposed that? They probably would have said that on the stream. I don't know why they'd try and hide such a thing, right? What the fuck is this? 1 hour early, and is he on NA or EU? I'm on EU, and yeah, it was an hour early. It will probably end an hour early. The expert unlocks with T2 Griffon, and the master unlocks with T3. Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just look at the mini map. Oh no, here's one. Oh, it's in the pyramids. Oh, one of the first demo weekends. I really wanted to go over there, and well, I did go over there, and there wasn't anything interesting. I guess it was a Griffon place all this time. Oh man, that's interesting. We had an overlay thing. Let's see. Stream labels. Sorry if I've missed any subs and stuff. I've not been good with it lately. I don't know. I think I'm averse to the constant back and forth of it. Let's see here. Oh no, we do have a few. Hello, Elu Monkey. I thought you said that was Ella McKay for a second there. Really enjoyed the Path of Fire look back videos. Thanks, WP. What do you mean the look back videos? Do you mean the... please do describe further in chat there, Elu Monkey. What do you mean? Do you mean the recap VODs I did? The week of, hey, here's what I played and here's how I did it? Did you like that? Because I kind of fell in love with that format. And I think the more people who tell me that it was really good, the more confidence I'll have in it. I don't know whether it's really good, but I quite like it. It was very fun to produce. It was a comfortable thing to produce, which was nice. Woohoo, nearly 6 months, says AK Fastback. Yeah, hey man. Zip Tinker. Also subbed earlier, so welcome to you. Doc DV says, almost a year. I like that they aren't scared about doing core main game stuff with expansion features. I think that the rent amount thing is an amazing idea for both ArenaNet and players. But what's your response to... I guess we should move on from that discussion. But okay, thanks very much for the opinion. And it seems a lot of people share it. I don't know a name, also subbed earlier, so thanks, guys. Which is my overall favourite map? It's hard. I think that the map that gave me the greatest experience, I can't question, was the second one, the Highlands, I think, really. But it's close because different aspects of different maps I fell in love with. Like, I love the recreation of the desolation areas. There are things that I love about Vabi as well. Vabi feels like the richest in terms of the hearts and the dialogue and the NPCs and things you get from it. And I mean, it feels horrible to say because I love all the maps for different reasons. It feels horrible to say, but I think maybe the third map was my least favorite, which is insane to think about because it's got Augury Rock and all that good stuff in it. I don't like questions like that because it's like to announce your love for one thing is to kind of push other things into the corner, and I don't know. I appreciate we have to pin ourselves down. I'm going through a bit of a weird thing these past couple of weeks where I don't know, I find it really hard to like base myself and tie my opinions down. I'm too in the air with and you know, I'm not anchored down enough. Your daily Path of Fire videos were great. Lots of 2012 launch nostalgia. Really? You got 2012 launch nostalgia? That is cool. The look back ones were nice, but the comparisons to Nightfall were very nice also. Well, we got one more of those to come as well. We got a Vabi one, so I'm glad for that. I mean, I did that back with Heart of Thorns as well. Keep confusing the two. But WP, the third map has a mystery city lost somewhere in it. Yeah, I know. It's unfair for me to say that this is a bad map. After the last few seconds of your Griffon video on YouTube, WP, I can't wait to hear you do these. Yeah, I suck at it. I'm not good at this because I haven't played enough of it yet. All right, so here we go. Lifetime. I'm going to beat this person. It's Dutak again. I remember you gull do... That's such a tongue twister knowing that the actual character is Ducat. You're Lug Dutak. You're like an anti... Cardassian. Do you think they will add new metas to existing Path of Fire maps with Living World Season 4? It's interesting, isn't it? What do? Do they add new metas? Or do they bump the rewards on the established ones? I think one is obviously easier for them. Zip Tinker says, 4 months. Wow, I'm a Guild Wars 2 player, but I discovered you through watching your Grimrock 2 playthrough. Really? Whoa, that's weird, Zip Tinker. Dude, I'm happy with to hear that. Thanks, man. Third map is the one with the 2 bounty boards. Confirmed neglected. Oh, did I only have 2 instead of 3? Yeah, that's true. Maybe the new zones will have metas. Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on a stream recently. Probably metas, big farmable metas are a better thing to have in Living World instead of expansion dumps. All right, so anyway, here we go. So we're trying to beat 30 seconds. Oh, so this isn't long. All right, so it's a bit scary because we're very high up, but we always reset. So it's okay. All right, I'm going to ignore Twitch. I'm not even going to talk, probably. I'm going to you're going to witness real WP here as he plays a game as though you're not here, right? So I'm just going to pretend nothing's going on. Hey, Walder, it's good to see you, dude. 13 months, man. Nice, nice, nice. All right, okay, here we go. Oh, this is cool. I know I could have flapped while I was going down there. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, look, these guys are going faster than us because they flapped on the downswing. It's okay. Where now? Oh, God, I thought that was it for a second. Oh, this is cool. I'm getting a bit low. Oh, we can double flap. That's interesting. Oh, was that it? Well, did we fail? All right. Way too slow. Is this the difficult... Is this... Okay, so I made a mistake. Because I assumed... Because this is how idiotic I am. I assumed because this was the first one I came to that naturally this was the expert one, not the master one. Therefore, I didn't need to use the flap downwards. And so yeah, that's what was going on psychologically there. But I'm guessing now instead I'm not on that. I'm on the master one because it says master there, and master is the toughest one. Now the fact that this only unlocks after we finish the mastery, therefore leads me to conclude I need to flap on the downswing for the extra speed, which is how we make it in 30 seconds. It's interesting, though, because I still learned a lot there. Even though the first attempt wasn't that great, I still learned a lot. I learned, like, what we're looking for. And that was fun. That reminds me a lot of one of my favorite adventures from Heart of Thorns, which was the gliding one. So here we go. Let's try this again. Maybe I shouldn't have... Oh, God. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. So let's just land... How do I cancel this? Just landing on the ground cancel it? Oh, land on the ground cancel that. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do, we're not going to jump off here. We're just going to walk off and immediately dive. Ready? No, that didn't work. All right, yes, 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 yes. All right, down, 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 down. Yeah, we got it. Okay, apparently the bind doesn't work that way. You can't just hold movement ability too. We have to jump. So we can do it like this. There we go. Okay, now let's keep our height. So, is it good to keep like this, or... Oh, I knew that was a bad idea. I knew that was a bad idea. That was silly. All right, so we can just do regular jump, down, flap, pull up. And we're going to keep low here. We're not going to do our additional flaps because we got to stay low. Oh, no, I lost all my height. Oh, rip. Oh, rip. Come on. Come on, baby. You can... Oh, damn it. All right, it's okay. So we don't pull out too quickly, basically. So like this. And we want to stay as low as possible. And hopefully... Now, I know I can dive even further, but hopefully with this... Yeah, look, see? This is good. Now we can flap here. And then again. Oh, what the hell? What slowed me down there? What slowed me down? I don't even know where the next one is either. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go directly up? Oh, do I pull up after that? That would be really fun if that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I did not mean to... Oh, that's okay. Might be a bit high on this one. We'll see. I like this. This is great. If you guys want to come and play, the squad is obviously available to you there. I don't like this too much. Can we tap? Oh, no, 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 no. It was just over there. Okay. All right. Well, look, that would have been cool nonetheless. Oh, and now... Oh, and that's the end over there. Right, 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 right. Okay. We can make it. We can make it. Oh, no. All right. Okay, I see the route now. This is good, though. All right. I'm going to go like so. This is good. This is actually good training, I think, actually. Man, you know, I think I'm done being a pessimist about all the ways that the Griffin basically ruins the game. And I want to be an optimist about the kind of... Imagine if they integrate, like, core gameplay. This into core gameplay. Can you imagine that shit? Maybe it'll be more... What the hell? Maybe? Maybe? Come on, come on, come on. Ah, no, obviously. Obviously, that was a failure. All right, here we go. Let's try again. I don't want to be... See, that slows us down in multiple ways. Oh, my God. Let's just try and go up like so. No, but then we lose our height. We have to nail this. We have to nail this. Not too low, and don't do a flap. Just like this. This is what we want. That was bad. Do we still have our speed? I don't actually know whether we have our speed still. Not entirely sure. It's not been smooth. Oh, God. Okay, if we hit that pole, we're fucked. We cannot hit that pole. We got to stay quite high and to the left a little bit. There's a pole that you can't really see. Oh, my God, my camera. So, look, that's it. That's the good source right there. Look at us rocket past that person. All right. We need to go a bit lower, so I'm just gonna... Okay, now we need to stay on the left here. Don't hit that pyramid. Oh, God. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Flap up, flap, 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 flap. Yeah! Only problem with that is how the hell is there a difference between... How do you even do that as slow as 130? We were in 2 seconds with the 49th best of all time today. God, if that isn't bigging myself up, I don't know what it is. 26 seconds. That's pretty cool, dude. I don't like these rewards, though. Why are you doing it like this? I don't understand. If this unlocked before you had flap on the down or whatever, this makes sense because you come back later and it's like, oh, I got this OP new ability and that snags me an easy gold. But that's not how this is locked until the end. So I don't... What are they trying to do here? Is the idea you could potentially play it like this? Is this the idea that you don't even know you can flap on the down or the up and we play it this way? Is this going to land us a bronze? So what's silver then? Because it's very binary, this adventure. Don't you guys think? It's very like there's not much freedom to it. There's not much we're sort of playing around with. So let's see what we got here. I mean, in some ways, I think it's a more interesting adventure like this because it's like, holy shit, how do you keep the height? Right? I mean, I like it. Don't get me wrong, I like it. I'm not being a complete spoiler spot. I like it. I just don't see... This is like a dynamic event, basically, where it's like you've got a cool gold, silver, bronze system, and it's not being utilized, basically, is what I'm saying. Also, this experience would have been really nice while I still cared about it. But there we go. There's gold. Very nice. Fly your Griffin through the rings as quickly as you can. I think the only experience I've had better than that is Superman 64. But that is basically the best flying game you can experience. Now, I don't know whether the rewards suck. The first time reward doesn't suck. I like the experience there. I like getting these little chests. I like getting rares and shit out. I even like the achievements. I think the first time reward's fine. However, these adventures, absolutely suffer on replayability. I don't know why I'd ever want to come back here after today. And that's a very sad thing to admit. But hey, that's sort of baked into the way they deliver the game, right? So anyway, that's one. And now I see another thing over here, an expert one. So let's go over there, shall we? Oh, supposedly there's a mini Griffin mount from the Goldmaster chest, but I haven't got one from doing them a lot. Oh, that's nice. Okay, there you go. Immediately, I'm I'm called out as perhaps being wrong there. If there is a special super rare thing, like the music boxes or whatever, I get it. I think that works. Mini Griffon. But there's still so much to learn about Path of Fire. It's nice, man. Expansions are cool, don't you guys think? It's nice to, like, constantly, you know, like, I didn't even know about the music boxes themselves for ages. WP, does my family watch my streams? On occasion, I think they have. If they do, they don't really announce it much to me because they know it weirds me out. But on certain ones, I know that they watch. Like the Heart of Thorns post-show, the POF post-show, I think I had some of them watching as well. So we've got to climb up there. Let's try this. Come on, 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 come on. Did anyone ever tell you suck, Griffin? WP, does your family watch your streams? Asks Ben Lubar. Well, I don't know, dude. Let's snoop on you, shall we? Let's see. Let's see Ben Lubar's Twitch channel. And let's talk about it a bit. So, Ben Lubar. He streams Dwarf Fortress. Does he really now? Ooh. Okay. Oh, and he's streamed a bit of Guild Wars. I would guess, probably, if you're close with your family, they might have, yeah. They might have watched some of this, dude. They might be proud of what their, you know, productive child is doing in their own time. So there you go. Everybody go follow Ben Lubar for some Dwarf Fortress action right there. I think you missed the point, WP. Donations. Oh, God. What's this? Oh, Ewendel. Ewendel. What is this? Dude. Why did you start the stream so early, huh? Wow, do you know what you made me think of with that message? You made me think of that Final Fantasy X guy who goes, I'm annoying, huh? I'm annoying, huh? I swear that'll be with me in my coffin 50 years from now. God, is that pessimistic to think I'll only make it to like my mid-70s? 70 years from now. There we go. 120 years from now. Actually, never. I'm never going to die, guys. It's cool. All right. Oh, look. We've got a friendly portal. Thank you very much. Sorry, the question was, why did I start early? Because I kind of want to end a little bit early as well. So, that's why. But anyway, it's good to see you. And thanks very much for the $5 again. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, here we go. The Griffon Expert course. What do I expect the next mount to be? A giant Nukatuka, which is like a rhino-looking elephant, big buffalo creature from GW1 that roamed corner in several areas. But I reckon it's going to be a multiplayer mount accessible in the raids. No, I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know. WP confirmed the Scepter of Ore. Have I? Dwarf Fortress is fucked. You're a brave boy, Ben. What do you mean it's fucked? I've only ever heard great things about Dwarf Fortress. In fact, there was a Reddit thread. And I'm going to be a smug dick here. Well, I'm not going to be smug. What a horrible thing to be smug about. But, you know, there's kind of this thing. Oh, the Guild Wars community is so friendly, blah, 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 blah. There was a Reddit thread like last week, which was, what's the most friendly community you've ever seen? And people were talking about all these different things. They were like... oh yeah, the horticulturalists community in my local village are very nice. That wasn't actually one, but you get the picture. Stuff like that. Anyway, one of the games that was mentioned was Dwarf Fortress. City Skyline was mentioned as well, that people were really nice about. Okay, so this one we didn't need the flap. Whoa. Oh, God, that was cool. That was really fun, and I'm all about this. Oh, where do we... No, it was over there. Oh, this is pretty hype. Do these get better and better as we go? This is very cool. And back down again. Oh, my God, down again. Oh, I thought we'd missed it there. Oh, it's too short, though. It's not long enough. It doesn't last long enough, and gold is too easy again. ArenaNet, come on, I'm getting the hang of it, man. Test me. Teach me more. Go Super Meat Boy on me. This is what it's supposed to be about, right? Oh, we're already done. All right, well, anyway, that one was cool. Let's go to the second map. That was very cool. I enjoyed that very much. Yeah, that one was the expert one, so easier, I guess, is the idea. I'll let you guys can see the OP build against Warthogs here. And that Warthog's going to totally CC me in the middle of the overload. And everyone's going to say, see, you should run the DPS trait. It's okay, we didn't get CC. Voila. All right, let's go to this map and see what we've got. Expert equals baby mode, master equals difficult. That one I just did a second ago felt a bit more chaotic, honestly. WP wants a BD legendary Griffin race. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Are there any Griffin races? I feel like I knew that at some point. Is there a Griffin race, guys? Do we get to race on a Griffin? So over there, we've got the regular one. That's the parcel run. There's still this mastery point, which I don't have. But I heard of a way to get it. Now, look, we're gonna go on a quick little detour to talk about this mastery point because I got a fun story and I want to show it off and I want to do it. Someone said there is a Griffin race in Vabi, the Kessel Run. Apparently the Desert Highlands ones are really easy. That's a shame. Look, can't we, in theory? Can't we like? No, I sort of messed that up. I wasn't able to get what I wanted. See, I think some people interpret what you just witnessed there as, see, look, the Griffin sucks if you're not really high up. Even though we did have a lot of height there. And I'm like, no, that still was very fast and incredibly, like, comfortable, really. Even if I didn't do it perfectly. Right, okay, so let's talk about this mastery point. So, the acquisition of the Griffin takes you to the Tomb of the Primeval Kings here, right? And you may have noticed on your first time through this adventure that there's a mastery point in this room. And it's extremely difficult to get. Now, first of all, before we even think about the Griffin, pretend the Griffin doesn't exist, there is, number one, an actual possible way to get it with just the Springer and the Raptor. And apparently there's a YouTube video of this. I haven't seen the YouTube video. I don't know why I know this. Maybe I saw it on Reddit. Maybe someone on one of these streams talked about it last weekend. But there is a way. Now, I've climbed around in here, and I've done my best to try and get up there. And in fact, on those VOD videos that I was talking about earlier, I actually had some good footage of me doing it. So basically, the way that I went was I came here, and then I, like, went, like, up here maybe or something. I can't remember. Maybe it was on this. But apparently, it's, like, super complicated. All right. And there is a way to do it, though, with just the Springer and the Raptor. And you can make it somehow. So yeah, from here, and then maybe you go up or whatever. Now, there's another way where you can break out of the map and you can fall down from up there. There's another way and you can fall down. Now, last of all is the Griffin. So the Griffin deliberately takes you back here as a part of its quest. So I think the idea is you're supposed to use the Griffin to get this thing. And I don't know what that route is. But I noticed on the AMA, someone was talking to the developers and said, hey, yeah, I did use the Griffin to get it in the end. Not the way you're thinking of, and that I was intended to have, but a different way. And they said what they did was they found a way really high up, and then they went at super speed into the tomb from the front, and then used movement ability 2 to upsoar at the last moment to get the mastery point. And to me, that sounds amazing. And it sounds exactly like an old... When I was a lot younger, I used to be into this amazing niche game none of you guys would have ever heard of, right? It's a really weird game. It's like... It was made in a different country to where I live, and nobody ever played it. But I enjoyed it, right? It was this game called Spyro 2. Gateway to Glimmer. Actually, it wasn't Spyro 2. I did play Spyro 2. It was just Spyro 1. Okay, obviously I'm joking. It was Spyro 1, right? And there was this moment in Spyro 1 when I was a little kid that I got really stuck finding one of, like, the stone dragon statues. And, you had to do this ridiculous glide. I have, like, such a clear memory of this, right? And I basically did this really obnoxious, insane thing to get it, where I like supercharged down a ramp and then I ran in a giant circle in a room I wasn't supposed to be able to, and then I charged back out of the room on the ramp in the reverse direction, then I jumped and banked hard on the left and glided and flapped and flapped and flapped and then finally made it to this dragon, right? And I have such clear memories of doing that. And when I read this on the AMA about the Griffon thing, it made me think, holy shit, this is similar. This is similar. So I want to get this mastery point. Now that I've got the Griffon and all of its abilities, I want to get it in that same way. So that's what we're going to try and do, guys. So here we go. So we're going to flap. We're going to flap fast. We're going to pull out. And now here we go. Now we can't hit the ground hard. Can't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. Don't hit the ground. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. We actually made it. And first time. What the hell? I have never seen anyone do that, by the way. I didn't even know if that was possible. We're going to mess it up now, though. No. No. We were so good. We were so close. Oh, we totally made it. Now, I don't know if that's intended. Wow. All right. I thought that was going to be a real challenge, and I was going to give up anyway. Holy crap. Anyway, so yeah, that's a way. What's the actual way the devs want us to do it? Yes, I did speak too soon. So anyway, I didn't really want to get that like that anyway. I just wanted to show off the attempt and maybe do one or two. I mean, if I'd landed, I would have done it. But yeah, okay, so besides all of that, what is the actual way now? Someone says, I flew from the top of the Dwarven Ruins into the depression of Glint's Lair, then down the corridor and to the mastery point. Wow, what? Someone says you can just make it from the giant snake. Aren't we supposed to drop in from the top, though? Because I thought that that was the actual developer intended way of doing it. Aren't we supposed to jump in from the top? And I mean, way back when, I thought that that was actually a sand pool. But apparently, no, it's a Griffon thing. You can reverse with the Griffon midair and drift straight down for better control and not have to bank in circles. I'll have to try that, yeah. No, from the top of the map is just a map break. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I thought that it was like you had to fly in, but... Oh, okay. You can't drop in from the top without the break in, the map, or the Griffon. It's silly. That's a shame. I can kind of see how that happened, though, I guess, because they probably put that ceiling there, not as a gameplay thing, but as a, you know, just an ambience thing. So you're saying from the top of this Cobra, I can do it, can I? I want to do it that other way, though. That was really badass. Well, that was really simple. So is that the actual idea? That feels a bit weird now, though. That doesn't feel right. I would have thought it'd been something really expressly Griffon related. Cordis says wrong snack. Well, we got it anyway, so. Elrun also says wrong snack. Someone says the other Cobra, the one with the chest. And now they're realizing we got it anyway. Well, there you go. So that's like maybe the last mastery point. Here's another weird thing I noticed, right? That I want to show you guys. I know the detours. We'll get back to the adventures in a second. But hey, look, this is fun to talk about. So here's another weird thing. And I encourage the squad members to come with me on this. It actually appeared in a video recently, but I never really drew attention to it. I just deliberately edited in such a way that it was still there to satisfy myself, but it wasn't, you know, no one would know really what they were looking at. So I was doing the Lost Lore of the Desert, right? But I was doing a video to talk about that, which we saw a while ago now. But when I was in progress of making that, I never actually had the Griffon unlocked. And the funny thing is, in Vabby, to get the Lost Lore of the Desert, you need the Griffon, really, or it's designed to have the Griffon. So you can bypass that with... oh my god, what's it called? You can bypass it with oh my god, what's the word? With the Sunspear Sanctuary. Okay, there we go. You can bypass it with the Sunspear Sanctuary before you've got the Griffon by like renting one, by previewing one, as you guys know. But the thing is, when you preview a Griffon, you can't get it off of it. Because if you do, it will despawn, okay? So, all of this is to say, right, there's some Lost Lore near here. Now, the way you're supposed to get the Lost Lore is this. First of all, there's a Vista in the area. And the Vista is obtained quite comfortably by coming onto this rock, all right? Then you can use the Raptor. None of this will require the Griffon. You can use the Raptor to come here. Then you can go back onto the Springer. I know that I don't have it bound. I'm almost doing it as a thing to troll the community at this point. Then we can do this. And then we can jump across. And voila, no Griffin needed. You can go to the Vista. Now, the lost... Well, hold on. I won't get too far ahead of myself. So the Vista's round the side here, and it's pretty beautiful. It's a shame that it's not day right now. Mind you, they do a good job of... These places even look good at night, right? So you get this awesome Vista. Now, no Griffin needed. Now, the Lost Lore is on top of this big gumball, all right? It's all the way up here. But if you try and spring a jump all the way up there, you won't quite make it. And you can try and you can go from different angles, and you could think it's not quite as steep over here, but as far as I can tell, there's no way to do it. And I spent ages trying to do this because I never had the Griffin. I was like, I need to get on top. So I go to Wiki. Wiki's obviously amazing for these things, and I would wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone if you're feeling stuck with a certain achievement or something. God bless the Wiki contributors. Which is just to say the community at large, I suppose. And so what we'll do is we'll come all the way over here instead to this purple roof. Now, the idea is that once you have the Griffin unlocked, you can come to this purple roof, you can spring it up, okay? Then from up here, you can get on the Griffin, and you can fly. And you don't need anything special, you can just fly. And voila, you'll get on top, and then there's the Lost Lore. Alright, so, now, that all seems very simple, doesn't it? But you'll recognize something there. In order to pull that maneuver off, I can't have a rented Griffin. Because if I'm just cutting... Let's imagine right now, it's wood and potatoes of X time ago. And I'm arriving here on a rented Griffin. Well, I get to this point here, and I realize... Oh, I've got to be on top of that. Huh. But I can't get off to get on my Springer. I need to be on my rented Griffin. So I had to basically get on top of this without a Springer. I had to, from this, with no mount swap, get on top of this. This was my problem, okay? So I was like, okay, well, I'll come over onto this thing here. Oh, but there's an invisible wall. And, like, no matter what I did, I was like, oh, God, this is really high up. I actually don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it. So I spent ages trying my damnedest to get on top of this. And you'll notice the Griffin can't go high enough. This is an example of the Griffin not being as good as the Springer. You need the Springer to make that, don't you, right? And I was trying. And eventually I asked in Spud chat, I said, Spuds, listen, guys, I need some help. Does anybody have the Griffin? Or anybody at all, even with a Springer, so I can teleport to friend to you? And I can get up. Now, here's the funny thing. After I typed that in Spud chat, and honestly, I was grinding at this for like 15 minutes. After all that time, I realized that with enough finesse, you can make the jump, which I just demonstrated there. And it blew my mind because I thought for the longest time that, you know, these things were just like rigid, structured things. And I was like, oh, this is impossible. And honestly, it took me so long. And then eventually I realized, oh, no, there's a way you can do it. You can get up. And I'm not suggesting I can do it consistently. But you have to, like... And so this is why I want the squad here, because I want other people to do it now. And there you go, that person made it. And so it's like this really weird thing where it's like, quite often the Griffin can make it on things that you feel like it probably shouldn't. And so yeah, talking about weird sequence breaks and stuff, I just wanted to talk about that. And that ended up a huge story. There we go, we made it again. So yeah, I don't know what really the point of this is, but just to show that there's a lot more finessing you can do with the mounts than you might realize. And maybe to give some people some perspective of the handling of these things. And where even beyond just sort of these hard mechanics you're looking at me playing with here, there's other stuff going on. So there you go. The weird pillar of doom, the Griffin that you can climb on. You wonder if it's lag-based? Yeah, I don't know what it's based on. As far as I can tell... it's like, if you're down here, you won't make it. But if you're right against the pillar, you can start from a bit higher up. But then when you jump, you have to hold back to then get up, like so. So that's the idea, right? Like, you have to be right at the base. But if you just hold forward, you'll bump your head. So you have to be at the very base, hold back as you leap, make sure that the wing flap is at the height of your jump, and then you'll make it. There you go. I'm actually getting it quite consistently now. So yeah, I don't know, man. Interesting jumping puzzles and things could be built in guild halls and stuff that require a lot of finessing. But I wonder whether jumping puzzle, guild hall puzzles are sort of broken now. I'm not really sure. Anyway, there you go. Do you think Weaver is worth playing for PvE and raids? I mean, the damage is higher, but you can do fine with lower damage, so you have to do double the effort for the same reward as everyone else. What do you think? I think you're like a third of the way there to an intelligent comment. What you need to understand about Weaver is it's not actually... I mean, to a third of the extent, it is your own ability to rotate, yes. But most of what determines whether you'll do that crazy damage on the Weaver is actually in your team. It's whether you have a Mesmer that will correctly distort you. It's whether you've got Druids that will maintain decent Grace of the Land stacks and pop Glyphs of Empowerment at the right time. And it's whether you've got Chronos that are going to properly maintain Alacrity and Quickness on you. It's actually your comp. It's your team. And if you're not with a very good team who will allow you to, you know, not have to worry about certain tails because you know you'll get distort. Unless you have that, that's when it's less worthwhile being Weaver. So I say you're a third of the way to an intelligent comment. It's not about your own personal skill. It's about your group as well. The answer to whether you should play Weaver in raids is how good your group is. And I personally, not that I am the most experienced person in the world here, I personally wouldn't recommend builds like that for pugs. I think pugging on a Weaver is a god-awful stupid idea because you have no idea as to the quality of the group. I would always run full I always do anyway, run full stabilizer easy mode builds. Unless you know your group is confident and good and actually procs all those things. Otherwise, yes, you're completely right. Like, what's the point in, you know, yeah, it's this weird thing. I don't know whether it's just a Guild Wars thing or an MMO thing or an online community thing, but everyone thinks they're a speedrunner, and you're not a speedrunner. You're a regular player, and you may as well play a build that's tailored and worthwhile to you. And I think the more that people understand, it's not just about them, it's about their team. I think the more ego we can strip away from this as well, because I do think ego is a big part of this. I think that a lot of people are like, no, I'm a good Weaver. I played 5,000 hours of Ellie. Yeah, I can play Weaver. Weaver does good damage as well. Of course I can do it. I'm good at Twitch gameplay. I'm a CSGO pro. Of course I can do this. You know, there's ego there. But when you tell people, no, it's not just about you. It's about everyone else, you know, in your group. And you might not all be up to snuff. And it's about, you know, the way that you're putting the boss and the way you're tackling the encounters. When you start to dilute that responsibility across the entire team, someone will say, oh, yeah, okay, maybe I shouldn't go for this no stabilizer thing because it's not just about me. I'm good, but my team's not. You know, let people hide behind that if they want. Whatever promotes a healthier environment and opens more people's eyes to how easy raiding is. Because I'll bet that for every one wipe that's due to an enrage, and I'm not just saying for every one kill that goes in rage, because a lot of things do go in rage, but they don't. But they kill. There's very few hard enrages in Guild Wars 2. There's very, 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 very few. Most of them are soft enrages, incredibly soft. For every one kill that's legitimately failed because of the enrage mechanic, there's probably like 249 deaths to people being bad at mechanics. That's the God's honest truth of Guild Wars 2. For every one wipe that's due to poor builds, there's probably like 80 wipes that are due to being bad at mechanics. All of this is to say the mechanics are more important than anything else by a long way. And most people would just become better raiders, not by obsessing over what build to play, but by practicing the raids, which just takes time. There's no ifs, ands, or buts around that. That's not a time simp. That's not a hard gate. That's just a simple fact. They're complicated encounters, and you need to learn the mechanics. All 10 of you need to learn the mechanics. You need to get comfortable and used to the mechanics. And that's it. That's raiding. It's not really a necessity to play Weaver. Or whatever is the current flavor of the month, top damage, crazy glassy playstyle. And that's why I'm not too bothered when there are stabilizer builds like Power NG and DH and stuff. Agreed. With my build running bountiful boons, you tend to get an idea of how good your team's doing. I totally messed this up. Sorry, you got me talking about raiding, which I'm actually incredibly fatigued by. I've got to be honest with you guys. There's a lot of topics around Guild Wars these days that are just boring to me because I've just talked about too much and I've thought about too much year in, year out, year in, year out. You know, like all these people saying, WP, talk to me about Scourge. What's your opinion on Scourge getting removed? What's your opinion on QT removing Scourge from the benchmarks? Oh my god, Necro's bad again. Guys, everybody in ArenaNet hates Necro. Seeing threads about it, asking to weigh my 2 cents in on it again and again and again. It's like I'm taking crazy pills here. I've seen this conversation 1,000 times. It's not interesting to me anymore. You may have a just cause. It doesn't mean that it's interesting to me anymore. I'm sorry to the Scourge lovers. And, you know, I'll get accused of being some ArenaNet apologist for that. Why aren't you on a bandwagon of hate about Scourge? It's because you're sucking their dick, blah, blah, blah. It's not. I'm bored of the conversations. I'm sorry. Anyway, God. That turned a bit, unnecessarily grim. What am I doing? Where was it? Where the hell was it? Where the hell was it? I saw there was an adventure near here. Oh my god, am I blind? Oh my god, no, it's all the way over here. Oh god, I'm a nutter. I'm insane. All right, we'll just. I did this on our last adventure stream as well, didn't I? Oh. Let's change the topic. Says Adamatari. Sure, man. You're welcome to it. What do you want to talk about? Yeah, let's talk about Scourge. Oh. This is not broken. I don't want anybody to tell me this is broken. This is how the game was meant to be played. Not broken. We didn't just move the length of Queensdale. Shut up. WP, you got some stuff to get off your chest. Yeah, I mean, streaming is therapy for me, right? We've talked about this many times. Oh, this is going to be great. Here we go. Okay, so... Oh, this is interesting. Oh, baby. Oh, we made it. Oh, and then we hit our head. Oh, this is good. What? Oh, I'm really excited about this, actually. Let's go. Gently, 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 gently. Ooh, this is interesting. We gotta bank down fast. When am I doing my snack stream? I'm not. It was just sort of the snack stream. Are you talking about... I was joking. We did a whiskey stream once because people sort of collectively went a bit nuts and gave me loads of money for whiskey. So then I chipped in and we were all down like quite a lot of money in the end, but we tried out some weird whiskeys and it was fun. But, you know, I was joking that if that were to happen again with snacks, I would do it again. But I'm not going to frivolously spend, you know, 100 quid, whatever, on getting fat, basically. I'd rather not. This is cool. Wait, let me focus on this. I like this. Okay. Oh, I think we have to use movement a bit. Either I can just about scrape the top of that. Man, I can imagine this one being really fun to try and learn and get good and get amazing times out. Oh, we were a bit too early on that one. Let's try like so. Did we get it? We did get it. Here we go. Oh, we made it. I don't know where I'm going now, though. This is a pretty pro... No, that was a premium start right there. That was so good. I guess we can keep going, right? Just learn where the next ones are. If I get gold anyway, I'll be furious. Yeah, right. Let's go do another one. Yay. That sucks. That's really sad. I'm sad at these golds. I shouldn't be. It's a minor thing. It's a tiny thing within a thing within a thing. Let's not go too crazy about it. That's sad though. I want to practice that more. But now I'm like, whatever. I only play MMOs for rewards. I'm out of there now, baby. That's genuinely how I feel. Do you think the Ghastly Shield is going lower than what... Actually, to tell you the truth, I would do that again for fun, but I've already cancelled it, and I'm downstate, apparently, because of these borgs. Do you think the Ghastly Shield is going to go lower than 1k gold anytime soon? I hope not, because it's a reward for our competition, and we spent a shit ton of money on it, so... Hey, WP, can you read my resub message? I really want to know. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. Of course I can. Skilled Spells, thank you very much. 6 minutes ago, you said, hey, WP, is your Reshade Guild Wars 2 hook preset available anywhere? No, it's not, because it's reliant on a few different things you have to get from different places, so it's kind of complicated to share with you. But also because I'm holding off for when and if Welk and I ever sort of push a page on the website on woodypotatoes.com with presets, which I'd really like to do. What was the best, weirdest whiskey we tried 4 bottles, and they were all kind of odd. I'm not a whiskey snob, and I'm not, you know, I don't pretend to be some kind of connoisseur of booze. I think I would, well, no, you know, no offense to anybody who does consider themselves such a thing. You know, I don't really care. I don't see why it would ever be a point of pride to me. I don't know much about whiskey. So probably just the weirdest one we tried was, it was a mix of loads of different Japanese whiskeys, which I believe is quite a common thing. What was it called? Hintori, I think? That was probably the weirdest one we bought. Basically, we had a different bottle from each area of the UK, and we talked a bit about their origins. So one was Suntory whiskey, I think, which was Japan, but then the other ones were the UK. So the bottle the most interesting one from the UK, I think, was the one from Wales, which is quite a common whiskey, but it's Penderyn. But what's interesting about it is all whiskey industry in Wales died out completely, and they did not produce any in the country for years, like 100 years or something crazy. And then very recently, a new distillery opened up, and they do Penderyn, and so that was quite an interesting little story. And it was one of the cheapest bottles that I had. And I actually like the flavor of that more than any of the others. So it kind of had everything going for it. I like the story about it. And I believe it's actually still to this day the only whiskey distilled to be exported from Wales. So we're trying to get on top of this thing, by the way, because I think the other adventure is here, somewhere near here. On the roof, I'm guessing. God, getting up to these feels like more of a challenge than anything else quite often. So I can't... Oh, I can. So I totally got higher than where I started there, didn't I? I came from there. I majorly got higher than where I started. Sorry, Owl Griffin, you dead. So if we can just clamber up without going skimmer. Nah, let's just go up. I appreciate the portal, but I want to get this one on my own. Whiskey's resident sleeper. Catch you next time. You could always bring up your own topic. You want the great sword rather than the shield? Well, that's a prize as well. So, do you know what? I feel like such a big shot because no one else is using the Halloween skin except maybe that guy. This just shows my EP. Oh, this is good. I'm already liking it. Please tell me we go into the... Oh. Please tell me we go into the... We're just figuring out where it takes us for now. Please tell me we go in here. This would be so amazing. Is that too tight of a hole? That's what she said. I think that... I think they don't want us to go that way. Who would win a fight? 1 trillion lions or the sun? I mean, 1 trillion's a pretty big number. But the sun is a pretty big boy. So I think probably the sun. Do we go back up? I guess... Oh, look, it's got a beam showing us where the next one is. Right, I understand that now. Okay. Should I be embarrassed I didn't notice that until my 3rd one? I'm sure the internet will tell me I should be. Oh, God, I do not like that lag! Oh! It's okay. It's okay. We're not going very fast. But it's okay. We got this, Griffy boy. We got this. There you go. Apparently I should be embarrassed. Thanks, guys. Such great emotional support. Can always rely on Twitch. Oh, I knew that was a risky biscuit. He's going to get gold again. I don't think that would have been gold, no. Well, I don't know. It was pretty pathetic, that other one I did earlier. And to get gold on it was... Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. We're going faster than this guy. Come on, get it, get it, get it. Oh, come on, we were so close. Couldn't you have been a bit more lenient with me, buddies? Couldn't you? That would have been so hot stuff. I really want more incentive to go for, like, top of the day or whatever. Because there's so much room for improvement. That's the thing with adventures. We're supposed to love our room for improvement. All right. Oh, this is good. We've still got a lot of the speed going. Oh. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I think we're good. I think we're good. It's down again. What? Oh, this is so cinematic. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I'm such a moron. No. What, were we supposed to go up, maybe? Oh, this is a good one. Yes, there is a cap height on the Griffin. The closer you get to the soft cap, the heavier gravity affects you. You can infinite glide, but it's hard to find the rhythm. Interesting. Oh, man, I want to do that again. These are really good. I mean, this to me is the 250 gold right here. Dude, I'm thinking back to the AMA where they mentioned that the dev who made these wanted to put like 100 in every map. You should have let him. And also, stop treating the player base like toddlers and give us a challenge. All right, let's go. Oh, I did it. I did it. I made the risky move again. So we go straight down. Extra flap. Doing it twice like so. Is that actually... Nice. Ah. So, oh, we were only 1 second in on that. 1 minute 45. How is that even a thing to do that? Hold on. Let me... I mean, who at this point is doing these this slowly? 1 minute 45. Okay. So it's like, we're going to try and get bronze. No, no, no. Wrong button. See, you can't even get up. You have to use the techniques. What? I want to get a bronze. I actually think that's more of a challenge than getting gold. We're going to get bronze. Are you guys ready? But without, like, forestalling at the end. Like a tit. All right, so we have to do this. Now we have to go slow. We have to slow it down. Here we go. We're gonna fly like our grandmas on our back. Here we go. The problem with competing on the leaderboard is it's starting when you click play, so it comes down to grinding out perfect runs while just trying to click play at the last possible moment after jumping off. Yeah, because it doesn't standardize like your orientation, right? I do know what you mean, yeah. So we're gonna go down nice and gently. Okay, I see how you can get bronze. If we're being careful that we don't want our false teeth to fall out or whatever, I think I can see it. I mean, of course, we're at risk now of hitting the ground. And we're at risk of being attacked by ice imps. Here we go. Nice, nice and leisurely. Could I dismount in midair? You can mount in midair, but can you dismount? So I will do this here. Oh. Oh, no, that's too fast. That's too fast. I don't like roller coasters. This is beautiful, man. This is so gorgeous. It's like it's not the same game. You know, there's been something I've been resisting saying, and I want to hear it from you guys. So, but now what? We're not going to do it. The bronze, the fabled bronze. We're going to fail at the bronze. Wait. No, we failed at bronze. Well, look, I know what it would have been. What was I about to say? Shit, what was I about to say? Something. Anyway. Let's go to the third map then. So that was those two. Ellen Riverlands. Oh, yeah. I know what I was going to say. Listen, there's something I've been resisting saying. Because I'm scared that it's not an objective opinion. But I feel like... And because I know I'm not in the right place to say it. So anyone watching me right now who plays a lot of MMOs, right? Even if you don't have the Griffon yourself, even if all you've done is watch this stream, a few other videos and stuff, anyone out there who's played lots of MMOs, is it fair to say this is the greatest flying mounted experience in any MMO. Is this the best version of a flying mount that has ever existed in this genre? Is it? That's the question. Because I've been resisting saying it, but, you know, I've never seen anything. This rivals, like, single-player mechanics. I remember this game, what was it called? Griffon, maybe? On the PS2, where you were it was like this RPG game, and you got a dragon, you got to fly around and stuff. You know, I can't even think of many single-player games that top this as, like, a flying, like, mounted, like, Like, imagine this is a single-player game, and then imagine that at some point in the story, you're presented with the gameplay of one of these adventures, right? That wouldn't feel out of place. That wouldn't feel tarred because, you know, of the fact it's an MMO and it's got all this other stuff. You know, is it fair to say that? What? Give me a mount in... here's another way of phrasing it. Give me a flying mount in a different MMO that feels, looks, plays better than the Griffon. So far, yes, absolutely, because it's actually interactive. Other MMOs will just have you float like a god. Feels more exciting than WoW at flying, at least. Way better than Riders of Icarus. That game was super disappointing. Yeah, I think so. I've played lots of MMOs since 2005. Creative mode in Minecraft. Is that better? Does that count? And that's an MMO, is it? Star Wars Galaxies had Starship Combat. I don't think that we can compare this to Starship Combat. I love the colors right now. Doesn't this look good? So what do you guys think? Like, if I said that online in a video, would I be called, like, some fanboy twat? Maybe I should never say it, because who am I to say it? I haven't played enough of a range of other MMOs. But it's interesting to get a feel from you guys, the community, the more informed people, the people with better opinions than me, more grounded opinions, more worthwhile opinions. You people, if you're saying that it's the best, you know, I can believe it. But, you know, I found myself tempted to say it, like I did the Griffon Spotlight, and, you know, I'd love to go and cry from the rooftops. Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire is the best fucking mount flying experience you can have in an MMO. Play the goddamn game, pick it up. I'd love to say that. I'd love to be able to grow the scene in that way. I feel like I'm not qualified to. So, hey, there's an opportunity. If people want to enter the competition, win every single legendary in the game, go to woodenpotatoes.com for details. But if you want to enter the competition and find a reason to get people to play Path of Fire, grow the scene, maybe you're more qualified to talk about that than me. Do a video talking about the Griffon. You've got all of this sweet footage and stuff you can talk about now. You know that Reddit thread of the Raptor animation in our gaming from Beta Ace X? Just that one Reddit thread where all he did was show off the one Raptor animation and how much that blew regular gamers' minds. And they're like, holy shit, this game looks really good now. Imagine the pull a Griffon montage or a Griffon demonstration tied with adventures, well edited, sharp, snappy, GIF form, whatever. Imagine what that could do for reintroducing people to Guild Wars. Like, if it's enough, if the perfect kind of GIF packaged just rightly with the right title and put on Reddit at the right time of just the Raptor animation can do what it did. Imagine showing off the Griffon. Like, talk about unsung heroes of the expansion. Like, I mean, honestly, I think people don't realize, and I feel like I can't say it. I feel like I'm not the man that can do that. I can't say, oh, this is the best mount in any MMO or whatever. Flying mount, you know. And I'm sure some people would disagree with me, but if you genuinely believe it, you know, there is real opportunity to grow the scene. I believe, anyway. And these are the advantages you've got to remember. The competition closes when Living World Season 4 begins, which could be sooner than you think. So, yeah. It's still in full swing, that competition, guys. I want people to remember that. Walk away from this stream today. Be empowered. Have fun with it. All right, so Riverlands Griffon Expert. It's quite near. Let's go over there, shall we? Someone says, I think from a marketing point of view, hiding the Griffon was a huge mistake. It could have been a major selling point. I like the way that hiding it affected its design and its acquisition and stuff. It's a tricky one because it's a gamble, right? I don't know whether I agree that it was a mistake because it's such a wild... I don't know what to say about it. I don't know. It's such an extraordinary, extreme thing that... Would it have been right to have present Path of Fire based on it? I don't know whether it would have. I think, and you know, there's a gamble, there's a risk. What they were hoping for, I'm sure, on some level, they must have thought it in the back of their minds somewhere. They must have been hoping for it to be like a complete viral, crazy news bomb that this Griffin became a thing, you know. I'm sure they're very excited and very happy with the reception that the Griffin got. And, you know, they showed it on the live stream how happy they were for people to play their creation and stuff like that. I'm sure all of that's true. But I bet there is a little tinge of disappointment that it didn't go further. Do you know what I mean? Because it could have been. But that's the thing with MMOs. Like, they're just too big and there's just too much at play and it's just too dilute because it's surrounded by so many other things that getting the message across is so tricky. But I bet they were thinking, oh, man, this could be huge. This could be like... I don't know, think of whatever your favorite Easter egg is from any game ever, guys. Like the ultimate secret that was ever hidden by a dev in any game. You know, the Griffin, I'm sure they were hoping would stand up like that. And the splashes it made in Guild Wars have been big. Nobody can deny that. The Guild Wars communities shat themselves. But have regular gamers, I don't know. This adventure feels good because it's more like finesse-based. So there's a lot of opportunity here for me to go faster. So I'm hoping that... Oh, look. Look, we're supposed to leap up. Shit. Man, I was really hoping I'd hit that gold orb there. Because I think if I hit that, I would have completed it and not got gold. And I would have been very happy. But now I'm going to redo it. And I might have a really good start this time. And then that's going to sort of... Yeah, that's a shame. Damn. That was good, though. Oh, imagine if these were longer. Oh, you got no idea. Oh, man, that needs to be longer. That feels really good. Going through those, getting in the rhythm of it, that feels really good. That's something Guild Wars doesn't quite often give you, but that kind of, like, real action platforming, you know, when you're in the zone, that kind of dexterity-based, oh, it's nice. It's just not long enough. Give me more. This needs to be, like... 3 times the length. This would be so intense and fucking awesome if it was longer. Look at how good that feels. Oh, wait, look at how good that feels. Christ. My stupidity comes through in so many ways. You get what I mean though, right, guys? Man. These needed to be so much longer. I think we just got like 3 golds in a row there as well, sadly. Anyway, we're 21st best of the day. We smashed that pretty quick. We'd love to see some Griffin races and Vernon Brink. Well, now we're talking about cross-pollination between expansions, which is a different story. Tristita says, that's what I was saying 2 weeks ago. Didn't they say that they stopped the Griffin dev from making more adventures because he had other work to do? No, I don't think it was that. I think it was just that they basically pointed out the guy that made these loved them and wanted to put loads in, like to excess, so they kind of reined him in. I don't know how serious all of that was and blah, blah, blah. It is a bit sad to hear, though, because they could have gone so far with this. They should have had a design approach on this one where these were easy and short, these were longer and a bit harder, these were even longer and harder, these were, like, ridiculous. And I know we just did expert, not master there, but it feels like there hasn't been a ramp, you know. This should be Fractals 25, this should be Fractals 50, this should be 75, and these two should be, like, ridiculously OP. And maybe they'll do that in Vabi or something, but I would have wanted it to ramp up more already. Because this is an appetizer, man. This is not a meal. This is, they're titillating me. They're giving me blue balls, basically. I could go quite far with that metaphor, but you get the picture of what I'm talking about. Thanks for the stream, Spudman, says the Michaels 34. Dude, I'm perfectly happy to. You know, when I get you and Dool giving me a $5 each time, it's alright. It's a nice way to spend 2 hours. You know? I'm well up for it. Without that $5, I wouldn't be here, guys. Southeast is the master one. Yeah, I'm going there now. It starts up here. Oh, it starts with the Lonely Vigil. They get points already for that. That's great. On a total different topic, I think I heard you talk about the armors introduced POF, but lately I get more and more disappointed feeling about outfit/armor quality and quantity. Seeing the new Awakened Zealot outfit, I'm pissed about the quality of the Path of Fire armor. Thoughts? I think you're kind of coming to the wrong person here, because I've never cared that much about Fashion Wars 2. I've had brief stints of caring about it and liking it, but I've never cared that much about it. I must be honest. And I mean, I get it. People want lots more to play. I also understand that this community has been very quick to just judge ArenaNet as lazy. Oh, they don't put the resources in, they're just selling. They know they can get more money, so it's like this corruption scandal, right? Like, they don't care about putting real armor in because it's just about money making to them now, and that's the cold hard truth. And they're just lazy. Unless they can get money, they're not going to bother with you. And maybe you can take that stance. The response to that from the devs, as far as I'm aware, has always been, no, it's really hard to make armor sets. It took us 2 years to do legendary armor, and we had to scrap it halfway, and then we rebuilt it, for example. Or when they talk about the fact there's 5 races, and you know, it's not easy to blend, and all the dye channels and setting different materials on them and blah blah blah. It's not like Guild Wars 1 anymore. There's so much to do. These are the company lines, and how much you believe those. The thing is, I'm not a developer, so I'm not in a position to take a stance either way of that, I think. So yeah, I don't know. I've enjoyed running around in the new skins in Path of Fire, and quite often I don't know whether my character really looks that good, but I don't care because it's new and it looks different. And oh, I've got a big shark fin, and that's been enough to placate me. Placate. But yeah, I mean, I understand some people might have stronger opinions. There's another argument I believe is valid, which is, you know, Heart of Thorns had way less, so don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Please, 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 please. Oh, this one feels good as well. Coming through. I'm assuming we want to go up. We were supposed to go in the cave. Oh, that's so amazing. We have to go in the cave. Oh, that's awesome. What? How hard is that going to be? That's cool. Dude, why haven't I seen more people ranting about how amazing this stuff is? Because this stuff is cool. Somebody just joined the Spud Club. Spirit Y. Dude, thank you. Welcome to the Spud Club. I hope you enjoy your new emotes and stuff. You've got an eye for fine potatoes, if I do say so myself. All right, here we go. Let's go down. Let's do it that way. I lost all my height on that, so let's... We're actually going to go into this cave. I don't believe it. Is this true? Oh my god, it is! What? 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 Where am I going? Did I mess it up? Wow! What kind of speed do they want us to have there? Oh, but I can tell that this is going to be binary for gold again. By the time I get to the end of the course, I will have sort of... Come on. Damn. Let's go again. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There's got to be another way to do this. I need to hit the very top of one of these orbs. I think it's this one, actually. Oh my god, that's not hitting the top of the orb. I'm still getting messed up a little bit with, like, the 3 controls. Here we go. Let's try that again. Okay, so I should just maintain more height now. I think I've got given myself an extra flap. Oof. I thought I only got bronze for a brief glimmer of hope there. For a very brief moment, I thought I only got bronze. But we actually beat gold by 4 seconds. We're 34th place there. These don't seem too tight, these leaderboards. Is that a sign that I'm a natural god? Or is it a sign that not many people have done these? I think we all know that it is that not many people have done them. But that's interesting, isn't it? These are really good. Damn. God damn. Man, imagine if they were adding special actions onto this as well, where you have to hit the special action as you pass by a certain, you know, mob to tag it, and you get extra points so you can delay the clock or whatever, right? Imagine if they were doing stuff like that. These could be so wild. These could be so good. If there was good rewards on competing for these leaderboards, they were longer. The way that they balance, that should be basically everywhere you've seen me get a gold, in my honest opinion, that should be a bronze. If they rebalance that, good, and you know, added special actions and stuff, imagine how great these are. Remember that you can start diving without flapping first, so you don't need to wait for endurance to speed dive. Good point, yeah. Should they add these to Corteria? They should add a lot to Corteria. Whether they will, I don't know. Because Corteria is Corteria, and players only want new content, not old content. All right, so that's those two. Let's go to the Desolation, I guess. By the way, my tongue-in-cheek reference to myself as a god there, it was a joke, obviously. But the other thing, you know, I think there's something really great in that, actually. In that, you know, games are at their best, in my opinion, when they make you feel good. Like in Divinity Original Sin, right? Like puzzle games in general. There was a great puzzle in Divinity. I won't tell you what the puzzle was. But, you know, I figured it out the other day and I felt really smart. It was like, holy shit, I figured out a puzzle. I actually proper figured it out. It puts a massive smile on your face. It makes you feel good. Feels good to succeed at these things, right? And these adventures are doing very well at that. Maybe that's because they're giving me easy golds. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe just giving me gold. Maybe just a placebo, you know, gold sticker for trying, which is essentially what this is. Maybe that is the way forward for video gaming. All right, so what we got now? This I don't cherish too greatly. Just mindlessly mousing around trying to find the start of these things. Oh, here's one. Desolation Griffon Expert. So Expert is the easier of the two. I'm happy to try it. So we can start maybe over here and then go on over. I'm stuck between these are too easy and the Heart of Thorns ones are too hard. Do you know what? There's this amazing story, right? I was told to it. It's very little well known. My mum told it to me. She used to read it to me sometimes before I'd go to bed. And essentially, the philosophy behind this story is that of moderation. Okay, and I don't know whether you won't have heard of this, right? But basically, it's about a little girl with golden hair. Okay. And she's running through the forest because she lives in the forest for some reason. And she goes to the she finds a log cabin in the forest. All right, and in the cabin she finds some porridge on the table, and in one bowl it's really hot. And she tries it and she burns her tongue. She says, "Oh, that's much too hot." And then in another bowl it's really cold, icy cold. She says, "Oh, that's much too cold." But in the middle bowl, it's just right. And so then she goes into the next room, and there's 3 beds. And one of the beds is far too hard. And it gives her back problems, chronic back problems that will only resurface when she's 50 or 60 many years later. The other bed is far too soft. Equally as bad for her back. This time her lower back, though. And then there's one in the middle. And it's kind of a blend of the two, and it's just right. Okay, now the moral of this story is the Heart of Thorns was too hard and Path of Fire is too easy. Now this is plain to anyone who's enlightened, such as... God, I can't even jokingly say that. You've never heard this story before. It's funny, because as I was retelling that there, I'm not even... Well, how does that story start and end? Is it just the porridge and the beds? And I know that it's hooked into the bears, but I suddenly realised how ignorant to the Goldilocks story I am. Moral of the story is don't fucking go into a bear's house. Brilliant. Oh, this is the wrong one. Rip. I need to go up. Wrong one, up here. Cow will be just right. Hell yeah, I'm glad that this wasn't cow just yet, because now they'll get the perfect X-Pack. Everything good that Heart of Thorns did well, everything that Path of Fire did well, all blended into one beautiful, delicious cow. Succulent, tender. Alright, look out for the flies. Thank you for those. Okay, here we go. I'm really excited to play this. So we go, play. Where do we start? Oh, up here. Okay. Do we go down quickly? We do. Oh god, that was pretty miserable. Let's try again. Down. Oh god. Oh, it's up there. Okay. Also miserable. This one is bonkers, apparently, someone says in chat. I'm down for some bonkers. They've all felt bonkers so far, in a good way. Oh, I went over it. I overshot. I overshot. Oh, I'm trying to end. No, OP Griffin, stop. I am a bird in the sky. Just stop calling this the Griffin. I'm an evil hell bird. Oh, do you know what? If I'm tight enough with that, I don't even think I need to use movement ability to. Come on, go down. It'd be nice to have a better reset button here. I think if I'm good enough with this, and I pull out just at the right time. That's what she said. Shit, that was not the right time. That's going to get her pregnant. Don't do that. Let's try again. I reckon I don't have to... Too early. Nobody's going to enjoy that. Don't forget you can click the X on the Griffin. Oh, of course I can. Yeah, okay, alright. I remember now. Okay. Up. Oh, man. That's difficult. Maybe I shouldn't try that then. But it felt like before I... Oh, yeah. I don't know what witchcraft it was I pulled off before, but I'm not pulling that off again. And it's probably not necessary, so... Before I get stuck myself in a loop, trying to do something that's irrelevant. Oh, it's behind us. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, where are we going? Oh, we hit the ground. Alright, here we go. Ah. Where are we going now, though? Oh, man. That's the one thing about these. It's like, where are you going? I will say as well, my heart goes out to anyone with awful frame rate. Because I bet... Look, there, I got it that time. Oh, God, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons now. Jesus. I reckon with awful frame rate, this would be pretty tricksy. Now, obviously, you can just lower the settings of the game. So we go this way. Oh, no, we don't. We do go out there. What? Okay. Dude, I genuinely think this is one of my favorite things about Path of Fire. I genuinely think this is one of my favorite things. This is really cool. And if I get my head out of the whole, oh, it could be so much better mindset, which dominates most of my life on planet Earth. If I can get out of that for a second, you know, and just appreciate for what it is, this is really good. I really like this. It's a lot of fun, and it's sort of a new dimension to Guild Wars as well that I've not really experienced. All right, down. Left. Oh, here we are. Down again. No, I pressed... Oh, we got it anyway. 17 seconds. 16th best, baby. Oh, yeah. We're 700th best lifetime. Man, I wish I could see who was at the very top. Insta gold again, though, sadly. Top 700 and proud. I'm higher on that leaderboard than I am for account wealth. That feels pretty... Oh, no, I'm not. Well, I don't know. I don't know what my account wealth is right now because of the goddamn competition. All right, where's the next thing then? Thanks very much for the Prime sub there, Bacon Asura. So yeah, I'll take a second to do the BS. If you guys are enjoying the stream, please do remember you can do this thing called subscribing on Twitch, which is where you can spend $5, and I see like half of it. But you get badges and emotes and stuff, and it kind of helps me out, and it makes this worth it. Also, if you have Amazon Prime already, you can do it to me for free. It costs you nothing, but it helps me out. And that's what 2 people just did right there. The Crusader Knight and Bacon Asura. Thank you to both of you. And Cy Jinxian as well. He's got an eye for fine potatoes right there. Thanks, guys. That's really, really cool of you. And I hope I can entertain you for a whole month and get you next month as well. All right, so that's that. And then the next one is over here at the Ruptured Heart. So to get there, I'm actually going to use the Jackal to get up high, and then just Griffin from there, because hey, why not, right? So we just jump through this. Poor Jackal now, right? It feels so like, I don't know, all the other mounts feel like completely usurped. I don't know how I feel. Oh, wrong one. I guess it's stupid me saying that right as I'm required to get on the Jackal to do something. With Prime, you have to manually do it. Yeah, I think you do have to manually do it. So, like, when Path of Fire came out, I got, like, quite a few people joined, and it was really cool and exciting. But then, I think they sort of all were gone again by now. I mean, it's been 1 month, but, I mean, the announce of Path of Fire, I should say, so it's been, like, 3-4 months. Alright, so we're going to the Ruptured Heart. Doesn't this look good with a good friggin'... It's a nice way to experience this map, I'll tell you that much. Is this it here? Oh, look, there's more sand portals. Oh, God, it is here. You know, you'd almost think that I'd done this before, because that worked out far too perfectly. I did not deserve to get here this comfortably. Wow, so it starts at the realm. Oh, man, this is nice. Yeah, a load of people did it there as well. Thanks very much to Jcop5 and Whitewall. Well, I say a load of people. You two did. Thank you very much to you two. For me, I love the Griffin, but it is still really niche. I spend most of my time on the Raptor. Oh, man. The Raptor I spend least time on, I think, than anything else. By, like, quite a long way. Most of the time, if I'm going to be on a Raptor, I instead am on the Jackal. All right, here we go. And I think because the Griffin can cover all those horizontal jumps that the Raptor was once upon a time doing, I can't imagine using the Raptor too much anymore. We'll see. Oh. Oh. Okay. I don't know where I'm going. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Ooh. Wrong button, wrong button. And now where am I going? Oh my God. I keep pressing space to boost, and it's like, it sort of is a boost, but it's not really. Oh, that's good. I don't even have to slow down on that one. I'm coming, bro. This is not the route you wanted me to take, but I'm here, buddy. There we go. We're back on course. This one might finally... Oh, no, and then I ballsed it up. That one might have been a non-gold, because it was such a weird route we took that obviously... Ah. These races are awesome. They are awesome, aren't they? They really are. Ah, no. Let's take that. There's a loss. I'm trying to not use the pull-up on as many of these as possible, and I think I'm being a bit too, like, frugal with the mechanic. There, I missed it altogether. I'm definitely being too frugal with the mechanic. I don't even know how much it slows you down, really. Obviously, if you use it too much, it will, but I wonder whether a small tap really does that much damage. Ah. So there I should just try and dip down a bit more again. Oh, I didn't mean to... It was left, wasn't it? No, it wasn't left. Damn it. We're only getting like a couple of orbs this time. Oh, come on! I was... all right. All right, wipe. Okay. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. What's happened to my head? Something's happened to my head. I'm suddenly, like, pressing space when I want to rise and... Okay. What? I don't know where I'm going from here. Left is the correct way. Is left really the correct way? Oh, left is the correct way. Okay. Okay, alright, left is the correct way. Alright. Right, that makes sense. We were a bit late into the swoop down there, but I'm okay with that. Okay. Let's just try and maintain our height here without having to... No, we have to do that. We sort of have to. So there was... Ah, that's interesting. So, I like what they're doing there. So basically, there's a question of... Do you... Hold on. Oh, come on. There's a question of, do you just take the speed you're at, or do you wait? I can't really articulate it. Hold on. Hopefully you guys know what I mean. I'm getting that now without having to press C. Come on, but I'm hitting that shit. That's annoying. Come on. This one's been a little bit longer, which is nice. I think it's just because I got a certain route stuck in my head, though, that I know can work, and it's not worth the risk, but I'm doing it anyway. Like, look at that. Look at that. That was a perfect pull-up right there. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Look at how good that is. Oh, and then I did it too late. Come on, I just squandered it. Why am I going so down to the wire? Why? Oh, and that did the thing there where I didn't go down because I pressed the button before I was off the edge. Here we go. Nope. We don't need the perfect pull-up. We don't need the perfect pull-up. We don't need the perfect pull-up. Just pull up now. Oh, God. Come on. Really? But this is so slow. It's all right. We'll get gold anyway. It's all right, guys. It's going to be fine. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. Comfortable. 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 I love that double flap that we can get. Oh, and I hesitated. If you saw, I was going down and then I hesitated. I mean, I haven't got to the end. It's like I'm trying to min-max the route before getting to the end. And I know I get like this. This was a perfect one, this one. So here, the question is, do you glide... How long before you brave the dive? And when you brave the dive, do you go for the full Monty and do the special button at the end as well? Or do you take it slow? There I took it slow, and for the first time we missed a gold. I think because I took it slow. That's nice, though. Yes! Okay, this is master for the Desolation. That's cool. I bet real money the guy who made this deliberately placed a ring behind that steam to troll us. How do you think? I bet that they didn't. I bet that he just took existing geometry and built the races around them without any specific... I doubt any of this that we're looking at was here. Oh, God. Sorry, my God. My fingers are going all weird and spasmy. I bet that these were just maps, and then after the maps were made, he came in and did it. And they tweaked very little, if anything, for them. I bet it's an example of making good with what you've got rather than... So here... Oh, see, I don't know, man. I don't know. I've got another idea. I actually don't know on this one, which is nice. I don't know whether... what technique I want to go with. Oh, come on. What if you can go very high before the bridge and then regain all of your speed at that point? Oh, man, you can't do it. You can't do the double dive after that. Unless you pull incredibly high up. I'm going to try the incredibly high pull up. You guys will see what I mean here. And I don't really know whether they want us doing this, but it's an interesting prospect to me. So we're going to pull up here. And then we're going to... Is it possible? Is it possible? If I go high enough from before that. Do you see what I mean, guys? I'm going to look at chat in a second in case someone's screaming at me an obvious solution. And again, I'm not sure I have to resort to that. But yeah, like this, right? Right? And then... Oh, come on! We can do this! We can do this. You're clipping the bridge and it's draining my momentum. Oh, do you think it's just because I'm hitting the bridge? Alright, I won't try that then. Let's just try and... Oh, yeah, it is. Ha! Alright. Well, there you go. Thank you, Twitch chat. Thank you, Twitch chat. And there's our 4 seconds. Easily. Wow. Not just our 4 seconds, but like a lot. Oh, and this is a beautiful exit to it as well. Wow. Okay, well, look at all these boxes. This is hilarious. This is the real inventory wars too. Look, see, guys, now I'm an expert on these things. The reason that they are doing this is to make us buy more inventory slots. It's true. Because some people who experience this will bust out their credit card to unlock more slots. Oh, yeah, check it out, by the way. Look who got 2 32-slot bags for his new slots. 224 inventory. Any thoughts on the 250G cost for Griffon? It's not really a discussion I'm that interested in, to be honest. I think it's healthy for the community to encourage people to have to play a lot, or a lot more than they otherwise would. And I wish that this franchise did more of that more. But my opinions will never matter to the people who need to listen to them, because they will attack me with ad hominem and say, oh, it's just because you're rich, WP, when I'm not rich, and I do have some perspective for these things. And I've always tried very hard to not take personal donations and stuff so that I can contribute to those discussions. But it's become readily apparent to me over the past year or so that people don't care. Because I'm doing a giveaway where I give away all the legendaries in the game. It means I don't know what I'm talking about, and so on. So, yeah, I don't know. That's sort of my opinion. I'm more interested in how they were afforded the opportunity to do that because they never marketed the game on the Gryphon. That's what I'm more interested in. But I get that that's not as tangible of a... That won't result in... I mean, why do people want to discuss the cost? Because they're hoping the devs are listening somewhere on a forum thread or something, and... they'll change it for you. You know, which is sort of the sneaky little thing I feel like is always there. Anyway, that was the first one we did in the Desolation, right? And that was only Expert, wasn't it? Great. So, oh, no. That was the second. That was Master. Shit. All right, well, only 2 more. Oh. Well, here we go. 2 more, guys. Yeah, a lot of people actually think that the Ecto market crashed because there was actually a bit of a bubble around it. Because people were selling their Ectos for gold. Like, so much of the game's economy is tied up in collectible storages. And they just sold a load of Ectos, and it helped to sort of burst... Not a massive bubble, not like a Mystic Coin style bubble, but it burst a bubble. So I've actually never done this, the regular one. We were going to do it on the stream and we never did. In fact, we were going to do it on this stream, but then I got the Gryphon. So we'll save that for last. We'll save a regular one for last. I want to do more Gryphon ones. I want to finish this stream up with a couple more Gryphon ones. So what do we have? Vengeance Noble Necessities run. Wait, what? Necropolis Embalming Supply run. So are there 2 regular ones in Vabi? I'm being attacked right now, I think I can hear in the background. Here's one. The Vabian Griffon Master. And here's another one. The Garden Wine and Cheese run. What? There's 5 adventures on this map? Good job to the devs for putting a lot in. Bad job to the devs for not making their player base aware enough of this stuff. That's right. It's not my fault I don't know, guys. It's not mine. And what about some areas I've never unfogged? Well, we know where one is. At least. So let's do that, I guess. The Vabian Griffon Master. How do we get there? I guess from the garden. It's so weird being back at the garden, man. Am I going to open the boxes? Sure. But if you're expecting this to be like, you know, a Hearthstone card pack opening or an Overwatch box opening or something like that, Guild Wars, it's really not going to be like that. It's going to be just some rares and then we'll leave. They're both in the branded Vabi, are they now? Mad King's Castle in the Labyrinth. Lawboner worthy like Wizard's Tower or Snorefest. Snorefest? Oh, sorry. Are you asking me a question? I've not done the Halloween stuff yet. I don't know. I heard earlier that Gumdrops is there, which, yes, did excite me. But I don't actually know the circumstance of it yet. Let me waypoint that again. So that I'm not a lost little boy. It's going to be precursor. Yeah, I'm going to get pre's from every single one, you guys. It's going to be amazing. Watch him get the Gryphon Mini. That would be pretty cool. Actually, yeah, maybe there will be a rare thing that I can get. Maybe I can get the Gryphon Mini. Maybe there is something to be excited about. Look how quickly I forgot about that thing's existence. It was maybe an hour ago someone told me about that. The text current lottery prize is not properly aligned. Listen, you're on wooden potatoes right now. Do you know what that means? That means lack of professionalism. That means... Actually, I don't know how that happened. There you go. Fixed. Thank you. Just asking about the castle in the instance, since I never saw it, but the Discord told me it's been there since 2012, but I've never seen people talk about it. So, what do you mean castle? Sorry, maybe I've seen what you're talking about, but right now I'm not entirely sure to what you're referring. I'll tell you what, Shroom, if you're at one of the other streams this weekend, I'll be in Halloween, probably tomorrow's stream or something. So, you're obviously, you're more than welcome to tell me when we're there. Castle. Do you think that the Griffin story will be relevant in Living Wild Season 4? The rebuilding of the Sun Spears? I would like to think that that would be the case, yeah. Wait, what is this? Oh, it's... Oh! It's up on that. Okay. And a branded Storm Elemental. Also okay, I guess. Let's get under here. Need to be very, very quiet. Okay, maybe not that quiet. Hold on, let me... Sorry. Oh, no, 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 no. The sub, you know. Cheesington, 10 years, Craig has him. Thanks so much, Cheesington. 10 months, man. That's awesome. Getting close to your golden spud. Oh, no. These are fiddly wankers to get out there, aren't they? They're really, really, really fiddly. Jesus. You know, here's another thing. For bounties, I don't know what it means really. Maybe it's just because we're another week later and interest is going to keep dying down. But for bounties, it was incredibly easy to get 50 people in the squad. Like, just took a second. For these, which I'd argue are about 1 billion times more fun than any bounty I've done in this entire expansion. Oh my god, did you see us catch that glide there? Did you see that? Wow. The squad's been, like, struggling. I wanted, like, 50 people to see loads of Griffons and stuff, but we, you know, we've only been on, like, 16 players. What does that mean? Does that mean that the Griffon is a lot rarer than I thought it was? I don't have an impression that the Griffon is anything special anymore. Do you guys? Wow, I wonder what it is exactly that I'm messing up here. How did I climb higher earlier? No, it's not that EU has less people. EU usually storms it. It doesn't mean I'm on EU. Oh my god. Listen, I'm all for the fun. Hee hee hee. EU versus NA joking, but it's obviously not applicable here. Yeah, like I'm wondering, so someone just said that maybe it's the 250G barrier. And that would teach me something for real. But it's funny because, God, this is just about one of the most frustrating things that they could have required of us. Like, what the hell? Like, is my job now to get on the Griffon and fly around the corner? Shall we see? Ah, you son of a... Oh, I can't... I don't know how to precision fly. Abort. Get back over here. I think that is a method. What I think we should do... Right... Why is the sky inflicting burning on me now? What is that? It's like it's got a fire trait. Go to the end of the story area and glide down, someone says. That's an idea. But look, I got my heart set on this now. So here's what we're going to try. Oh! Come on! No! You fucking bastard. Oh, why? We lost so much height. Alright, I guess we'll go back then. Because, well, no, look, I've still got another idea. Hold on. Still got another one. Hold on. Come on, you can make it! No! Alright, fine. Fine, I give the hell up. Fine, we'll glide from Palava over there. Fine. Fly from the Joko statues, I see. WP, please kill your... Keep behind your mounts. It's killing me. I kind of don't want to. I'm going to use that add-on to swap them. And before I do my video on the add-on, I'm just going to keep playing like this. It's kind of... what's the word? I'm doing it to an extent just to frustrate people who are watching that are so bothered by it. Because I don't know why people are so bothered by it. So I'm going to force them to watch me manually do this. Because it's not a big deal to me. And it's one of the most common comments I think I've seen in a long time. WP, can you rebind your mounts? 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 If you're bored hearing me say that many times on the stream, that's like maybe a tenth of what I get most days. Yeah, so I'm triggered by it. So I'm going to trigger other people. Do you play an MMO with a mouse? Ever tried one? It makes things easier for me. Guild Wars 2 uses so many keys, it's crazy. Yeah, I do. And actually, one of the more interesting things that I sort of learned to appreciate about this game is just how reliant on my MMO mouse I am actually now. And, you know, it could be one of the contributing factors to why this game could be a lot bigger than it is, but it's not. Not that it hasn't carved out a sizable chunk of it, you know, of an audience for itself. But it is quite fascinating to me. Please don't attack me while I'm trying to get onto Joko here. See, now I did this before. I did get onto him, but it was like really tricky. Basically, I got onto... No, come on, man. But yeah, here we go. And then This was before they changed the handling. No, don't hit his hand. Oh my god, doing this with these Griffins here is super stressing me out. Like, majorly stressing me out, because if I get in combat with them... Alright, look, we got this. We're going to be fine, guys. There we go. We got it. We got it. And now the sky's going to zap us, but that's fine. It's been in combat with the Griffins that would have been really frustrating. Christ, well, this is one hell of an adventure to get to. Alright. Now we can glide in comfort. Here we go. Nice and comfortable. Notice the mount ability 1 and 2 can be bound to keys used for other functions, but they're just deactivated while mounted. Yeah, that's really cool, isn't it? Jesus. Alright. The next one. God, it feels like it's been a million years. No, what? Oh, I'm suddenly really scared of messing up the reset button. This is a lot of diving on this one, right? Like really significant diving. Oh, wow. Hello. Oh, I love what they're doing here. What is that? So this entire thing is essentially a long dive and then a long rise. And we need to, like, execute it perfectly. So we need to maintain our speed. So if I tap space like that, let's do this again. Oh, where did I lose my speed there? I lost my speed. So I can't do it again. Wow, I really like this. This is excellent. This one I think works being short. This one, because it's like a specific thing that can only be short. So we have to, like, do it like this. And then up. Oh! Oh, it's still going. Oh, no! I didn't think it would still be going. I didn't think it would still be going. Oh, we did the start of that one really well. I thought that was it. In my arrogance, I thought that was the end. I thought it was all about just that one maneuver. I'm such an idiot. Oh, all right, here we go again. So we did really well here. Did you see how tightly we got out of that? We didn't even have to... shit. I've got to try that again. I've got to do that without having to formally use the up. Okay. Okay. Oh, we can try. No. It's screwed. It's screwed. Clip the top. It's very easy to clip the edges on this one. They say, yeah, I see, definitely. You know, I bet a huge amount of getting lifetime top is not just getting the starting orientation and positioning right, but also getting into that first dive bomb instantly. Oh, there's that pillar. I did so badly that time that... I mean, I guess it's a giant jug. Well, hold on. Here's a thing I could do. Couldn't I do it earlier? Because what that would essentially do is it'd give me more time to line up. You know, I can readjust. I can be more frugal here. Can't I do it like this and then dip down just a little bit more? I'm going to have to press it. I had to press it there. But we made it nonetheless. Okay, so now we're still going. Where are we? Where are we? Oh no! Wow, what was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to go go through here? Was I supposed to go in there and then up, maybe? I don't know which way I was supposed to go. We did that a bit weird. Try doing it with a skimmer. Royal. Alright, let's try this again. I like the early drop. I think the early drop's good. I think it gives us more workspace. Yeah, like so. Come on! Ah, shit. I don't know why I'm so scared of this. I mean, it's so foolish. I've just got it stuck in my head. Basically, here's what's going on. I've got it stuck in my head that if I ever use movement ability 2 to rise, even if it's only for a brief little tick of time, it's going to slow me down dramatically. And like this sort of min-maxy kind of can never touch sort of thought to get high on the leaderboards or whatever. Wow, there I pressed it way too fast. It's kind of making me just terrified of pressing the damn thing. When I think what's actually happening is I think I can press that bind. And in truth, it's not a big deal. It doesn't actually hit your speed that badly. Now, maybe I'm wrong. This is all just a hunch. But like there, see, we just give it a light touch. And then we try to rock it up. I do think going down here is what they want me to do. Oh, I messed up. I think there, though, I did confirm, though, that it is in that room. These ones, I think since the Desolation, these have been pretty good. Well, come on, up. All right, good, 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 good. Oh, see, but there was an interesting cost to that, because that's the slowest I've ever been there. Oh, that was really good. Ah, look! And we missed gold by 0.2 of a second. So we missed gold by 0.2 of a second, which I think we can account for the slowness. So in the end, it actually didn't help me, did it? I also want to cut through there. I don't know if you guys have seen, but, you know, there's kind of this... If racing games have taught me anything, it's... Make sure you're on the most inside of any corner you're ever asked to take. It's just like, just go direct route. Oh, that was pretty nice. 26 daily. That was pretty nice. That one felt pretty smooth. I honestly don't know how many more improvements you can do there. So 45th of all time was only almost 3 seconds faster. Still, finding 3 seconds in that is very impressive. I think that was pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with that. We're even getting close to Dutak there. That was nice. I liked everything about that one. That was really good. You rise too soon when you get to the bridge. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about when you said that there. I think I identified that right on that last run, which went well enough anyway. Again, though, I feel like they could have challenged me a bit more with these. I would have spent a lot more hours playing these. I shouldn't get them all done in one stream. But yeah, speaking of that, so we'll go do the last one now. Someone said that it's also in a branded area, right? North or south? Can anyone help me out? Where's the last one? North or south? The next one is close south of here, they said. I think in chat. Normal chat. The next one is close south of here. Oh, and I think he just flew off. Is that Inji Laru? I think I'm going to follow him here. Oh. Rip. There we can see a bit of latency there. That's what it looks like when people are flying. Oh, can you imagine if, like, the old gliding latency, you know, where OCX people had an awful, awful time? Can you imagine if that was still relevant when it came to Gryphon handling and these adventures? Oh. What was once upon a time viewed as just a nice little fix is now like a big, big deal, a big difference. Oh, I like it already. I like these kind of technical ones. These ones are really good. With lots of, like, quick ducking and stuff. But they're all too short. What is that? Come on, man. I got this. Oh, come on. I'm only just learning this. 21st of today, 713th of all time. Oh, damn it, son. That's a shame. That was the expert one, not master, so that's a shame. Damn. I wish they were longer. Those ones would be really nice. Yeah, that's what she said. I hope they add more of these in Living World, or maybe some to vanilla maps. Definitely. I think vanilla maps would be interesting as well, because it would have that extra little spice in there of, well, these are all, you know, there would be an additional thrill of zooming past at max speed, but meaningfully so. I mean, the number of core maps, though, that they could playfully dance with the environment without changing the environment itself, and that's not to say they can't change the environment itself, but I think it's more limited than people realize. Obviously, Shiver Peaks are more abundant of lots of verticality and dipping and diving and weaving and stuff. But I wonder how much. You know what I think might be really fun? Here's what I'd love an adventure to be. I don't know whether this will work. And if it doesn't work, then I'll just run through and show you. But I would love an adventure that starts... wait, am I at the right... No, I'm not. Do you think we'll see more of the Fury of the Brand in Season 4 maps? I think there's every reason to believe they could do it. Whether they will, though, I'm not sure. Because, in the end, people might get frustrated with it. But what I think I'd really like to see here, okay, is an adventure. And this is just what hit me just a second ago. What I'd really like is you start, like, here on the bow of the ship or something. In my memory, this was higher. Right? Can we maybe skimmer onto one of these Springer, sorry, onto one of these? Does that have collision? Look, you get up onto the crow's nest or some jazz, alright? You get onto this pole. I know, it's mighty impressive, isn't it? Look at that dexterity. You get onto the pole, right? And what I want is... Yeah, I'm not going to make it. What I want is to glide at super speed into this dredge area. And then what I want is to come down here. Or something. Alright. But wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out. It works. It works. And then from in here, what we do is... I don't even know my way through. But basically, you saw through these areas really fast. Like, this is perfect, isn't it? Isn't this really cool? Can you imagine riding through here super quick? Probably have to be opened up a bit. I mean, that shows you kind of the scale of the new expansion. And then you come in here and you can weave around these and stuff. Wouldn't that be great? Going up by those fans and things? I mean, yeah, look. Have it start up there. Open up that new area of the map. Go on, add it. Do it. And then we can fly down through these. And then we can warp around these and go, whee! And then you go up and over that pipe and then back down and around. Come on. You know that this works. This is the best thing that the game could possibly have. All right? So, yeah, I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, going back to the maps on the Gryphon, you realise how much smaller maps are in scale. Yeah, you do, and I think it breaks the game in some pretty obvious ways. But maybe we will talk about that later. Thanks very much, guys. And yeah, special actions, all that stuff. This was a lot of fun. I will be back tomorrow for either Halloween or the regular Vabby bounties or something. I'm not entirely sure, but thanks to everybody who came. Thanks to the subs. Thanks to Ewendell for that £5 donation earlier. You guys are all great. Go out there, get the Gryphon for yourself. This is genuinely, you have just seen live me experiencing something in Path of Fire that I actually think is one of the best things this expansion's got, which was really cool. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. I've told you all a million times as well, typing host in all caps will not make me host, all right? I host at specific times to make sure it's special when we do it, and this will not be one. When it is one, I will decide that for myself, not because you typed in all caps host. But yeah, thanks guys, have a great evening, and I'll see you shortly. Oh, boxes. Boxes. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. All right. Let's get the Gryphon. Boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting a lot of unidentified stuff here. Gold, 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 gold. Hey, this is... I wouldn't mind doing this every day if I was good enough to get to them instantly. Or park an alt at every single one. Just charge through. Riverlands, Riverlands, Riverlands. Why do some of them stack and some not? It's a bit inconsistent feeling. So there you go. That was all of them. And that's how our inventory looks now. And I'll type mini. There is no mini. So yeah, we didn't get lucky, guys, I'm afraid. But we did get a ton of random rares and things. So that's cool. All right, guys. Seriously, though. I'll catch you next time.